Bánjí ilẹ̀ Ọlágúnjú oníwà tútù tó yàtọ̀. Ìgbà ọdún kan ni o. Mo kí ọ pé ẹni rere. Àmì àṣẹ ni ó máa ṣe torí ẹni yẹyẹlé. Rírọ̀ ní rádàbà lọ́rùn ìwọ onímọ̀ nírà o. Pẹ̀sẹ̀ ní rọ́kókò lágbálá. Bánjí Ọlágúnjú ìbádùn là ń bá nílé olóyìn o. Ọkọ yín Kọ́sọ́lá ò tó yàtọ̀. Bàbá ẹni tán, Daddy yí wisdom. Bàbá Convenant ìwọ onímọ̀ sáré ọmọ o. Bánjí Atlanta Georgia l'Amẹ́ríkà. Ìwà kéré okòdélé láti Ọlọ́run ọba o. Abá ọyọ ọlọ́lọ́dún ó máa yan fáńdà o. Ó yá jẹ́ ń kí ọ ní gbèjègbèjọ́. Ọmọ wọn lódò ọwá, odò ọwá ọmọ onílé ọlá. Ọmọ awórin tún rírọ̀, ọmọ arójòjò yìí bẹ́yìn ni mò ń ké sí o. Ọmọ àlòkò lára, ọmọ onígbò máyàmáyà ṣù, ọmọ onígbò máyàmáyà tọ̀, ọmọ onígbò owó, abarajọjọ bí ewé ìgbà, ọmọ olówó joyè méjì pọ̀, ọmọ arówó ogun bùnà, ọmọ onílé ọlá, ọmọ amúrù mẹ́fà yán gbọgbẹ̀dó, ẹ̀ta gbórí kege, èjì mú kúkúrò dò, èyí lá orí ìrìn ó dé kòrò oúnjẹ, ọmọ asòkú bìrì lágbẹ̀dẹ, ọmọ abìdí owó gbì ìlàjà ni wọ́n ń kéyìn nílé bàbá tó bí ọlọ́mọ. Bánjí Ọlágúnjú ìràwọ̀ rẹ tó ń tọ̀ kò ní ìwọ ọkùn o. Ìwọ ò ní sí wáyà Bánjí mo ní ìwọ ò ní ra máyé. Ẹni bá ní o máa ṣe tirẹ̀ ìbínú Ọlọ́run làtọrọ fún ọ. Torá kàndá ni ó tí o ṣe Talo. Àpátápárá o ilé ọkùnrin ogun o. Ìwà rírè ìwà ìbárè mu. Lọ́lá Ọlọ́run wa ò ní wá ọtí láwùjọ olóríire. Ìjì oníjà ó gbọmọ dànù nínú aláboyún. Ayé òní ìparè rẹ lọ́wọ́ rẹ o. Fẹ́mi Owólabí MJ. Bàbá olóyè púpọ̀ ló ní kí ọkú ọdún. Ó ní kórí jẹ́ kó pẹ́ láyé. Àtẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́sẹ̀ ń tẹ́ ẹ̀nà. Tinútinú lábí súré kan ti wọ̀ pẹ́ láyé o.
Ẹ kú alẹ́lẹ́ o, ẹ kú alẹ́lẹ́, ẹ kú bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí, ẹ kú ọjọ́ mẹ́ta pẹ̀lú. Ṣọ̀dẹ̀ ń dùn, ṣé dùndún ń dún, ṣé gbogbo ẹ̀ ń jọra wọn. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Wọ́n ní tá a bá ti ríra ẹni tó bá tójọ́ mẹ́ta, ẹ kú àti làákìrá ẹni. Mo kí yín o, ẹ kú àti. Ṣàlàáfíà mo bá gbogbo yín, ẹ ṣé gan ni kẹ́ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Àmọ́ lóore o. Mo wá kí yín tẹ̀sọ́tẹ̀sọ́. Mo kí yín tológun. Mo kí baálé ilé, mo kí ìyálé ilé lọ́dẹ̀dẹ̀. Mo kóyunnú o, mo káṣẹ́ ẹ̀dí. Mo kí lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin bàbá mi àgbàlagbà, kẹ́ ẹ pẹ́ fún wa o. Mo kí gbogbo ládéládé, mo kí gbogbo lóyè, gbogbo baálẹ̀. Gbogbo yín ni mo kí o, ìtẹríba ni mo wà o. Ojúbà lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba Elédùmarè, ọba tó ti ń bẹ kí bẹbẹ tó mọ̀ bẹ. Ọba tó wò mí sùnsùn tẹ̀ tó gbẹ́ kànga ọ̀rọ̀ síkùn mi tó ní mọ̀ sọ́. Òun náà ló gbẹ́ kànga orin síkùn àwọn kan tó ní kí wọ́n bá ti lanu báyìí ńkọ́ kó dórin kó mọ aráyé máa gbọ́ kó mọ dùn létí. Ìbàrẹ̀ o Elédùmarè. Mo wá júbà gbogbo ajúnilọ. Mo júbà gbogbo sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀. Mo júbà ẹni tá a jọ jẹ́gbẹ́. Mo júbà ẹni tí wọ́n rò pé bóyá wọ́n kéré sí mi ṣùgbọ́n tèmi mọ̀ pé wọ́n kéré sí mi. Ẹ jẹ́ kí bà mí, ẹ jẹ́ kó yẹ mí láṣàálẹ́ òní. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọ̀rẹ́ mi, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Bá ṣe ń bá ètò yìí bọ̀ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́, ẹ jẹ́ ń sáré wo ta ló ti wà ń bẹ̀ kí n sáré kí wa. Mo kí yín o, bàbá mi Wálé Ìkújú ni, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Ìyáàfin Adéoyè Esther, mo ń kí yín, gbogbo ara ni mo fi ń kí yín tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀. Tàkúrẹ́, ti Kwara, ti Kogi, Tòǹdó, tèkìtì ni mò ń kí yín. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ìyá mi, ìyáàfin Fúnkẹ́ Ìyálájé, ẹ kú gbogbo ìgbà. Màá kúkú mọ rí yín bá. Yóò yẹ yín kò ní yẹ ẹ lẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní abẹ́ aṣọ tẹ́ tí kọ́mẹ́ǹtì tí mi ò rójú yín. mò ń kí gbogbo yín o. Mi ò dẹ́yẹ sẹ́nikẹ́ni nínú yín, gbogbo yín lẹ ṣe iyebíye, lẹ ṣe pàtàkì lọ́wọ́ mi, mi ò fojú di yín o. Wọ́n ní ènìyàn lásọ mi, bí mo bá bojú ẹ̀yìn, bí mo rẹ́ni mi, inú mi á dùn, ara mi á yá gágá. Bàbá mi Azeez Wàsíù Akínkúnmi, ẹ ṣé, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Ẹ ti mọ wo àkọlé mi lásàálẹ̀ pé èwo tún leléyìí. Mo ní who is fooling who? Ta ló ń tan ta ni? Ta ló ń tànyàn? Ta ni wọ́n ń tàn? Mo tún wá ń béèrè, mo ní Asari Dokub again. Kí ló dé? Bó ni tọ̀gbẹ́ni ṣe jẹ́ lẹ́nujọ́ mẹ́ta yìí? Kí ló dé tẹnu ń kùn? Ẹ má gbàgbé ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn àgbà. Wọ́n alágbẹ̀dẹ tó bá ń ṣe kíni tó ń lurin lójú kan, olóhun tó rí ń bẹ̀, olóhun tó fẹ́ mú jáde. Ẹ má gbàgbé, èmi kọ́ ni mo kọ́kọ́ sọ, ṣùgbọ́n èmi náà darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn tá a jọ ń sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ojú wa sí arákùnrin lára. Ẹ sì jẹ́ ká máa kọ́ lórin, ká máa kì í nílọ̀, ká máa pa lálọ́, gbogbo àsámọ̀ tá a bá mọ̀ ká máa pa lórí olóyè Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu pé kí wọ́n ṣọ́ra ṣe fún Asari Dokub, nítorí pé kí ni ewu ń bẹ lóko lóńgẹ́ fúnra ẹ̀ gangan kọ́ ewu ni. Mo sì ń bọ̀ ń bẹ̀, òun la fi káàdì ètò, ohun tó ṣe, ohun tó sọ, lẹ́nujọ́ mẹ́ta lẹ́yìn èyí tó ti ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ tá a sọ, á mẹ́nubà, á bẹ̀rẹ̀ atótónu wa àṣálẹ̀ yìí, á bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí Emefiele, lélẹ́yìí tí àwọn ìyá wa àgbàlagbà kan tí wọ́n mórúkọ ẹ̀ pé tán ní Emefiele àbí kí ni wọ́n pè àbẹ́ Emefiele àbí gbogbo orúkọ tó wù kó mọ̀ jẹ́, orí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Wọ́n fi fọ́nrán kan wọ́n fi hàn wá, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa láti rí ará ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tí wọ́n gbé lọ ilé ẹjọ́, àgbọ̀ ohun tí wọ́n sọ, àgbọ̀bi tí wọ́n ti ọ̀rọ̀ sí. Má ṣe àwọn àkàwé àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan fún wa, má ṣe àpèjúwe, àmọ́ bí wá ní ìbéèrè kan nílé tó sì ń tọ́ka sí ara ìdí tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwa tí Elédùmarè ti ní kó yé wípé orílẹ̀-èdè bàbá mi Mas B, you are welcome to the show. Mo kí yín, ẹ ṣé gan ni, ẹ káàbọ̀, mo rí yín bẹ̀. Ìyáàfin Ajé Olókun, mo kí yín, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò, mo rí yín bẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, Emefiele, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ìyá àgbà náà pè bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà tí wọ́n mọ orúkọ ẹ̀ pé wọ́n ní Emefiele. Ṣẹ́rí, ara ohun tá à ń sọ leléyìí. Ǹjẹ́ àwọn ìyá wa tí wọ́n jẹ́ ìyá Yorùbá àgbàlagbà tí wọ́n pe irú orúkọ yìí tí wọ́n pè tì, ṣé tó bá jẹ́ ìjọba àwa ara wa tó jẹ́ àwa ara wa ni, ṣé Ògúndépò ni màmá onímọ̀ pè ní? Àbí ikú dáìsí? Àbí irú èmi tí mò ń jẹ́ Ọlá nìyá onímọ̀ pè? Ṣé orúkọ Yorùbá nìyá onímọ̀ pè? Àbí Láìsí? Àdùnní, Àdùkẹ́, Àjọkẹ́, Àkànní, Adétòkunbọ̀, Adéyẹmí, ṣé àwọn orúkọ ẹ ní ìyá onímọ̀ pé? Ara ohun tá à ń sọ ní ara àpẹẹrẹ tá à ń ṣe fúnra wa ni pé àwọn nǹkan kan ò jọra wọn. Àwọn àgbà bọ̀ wọ́n ní ohun tó bá jọun la fi ń wo ohun, epo ẹ̀pà òun ló jọ pósí ẹ̀ lírí. Nígbà tí ò jọra wọn, ẹ wo ẹni tó ń ṣe olùdarí ilé ìfowópamọ́sí tó tóbi jùlọ lórílẹ̀-èdè, àwọn ìyá wa ò mọ orúkọ ẹ̀ pé, nígbà tí ì ṣe pé àìṣe ìyá kan àìṣe kankan náà. Irú ẹni yẹn, báwo làwọn ìyá yẹn tó bá tẹ̀ ń ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa, irú àwọn ìyá yẹn bá rí i pé àgbàlagbà ni wá láwùjọ, ó yẹ ká lè pọ ọmọ tó ń ṣe àìdá ìṣàkíyèsí, bó ní irú wọn ṣe fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀, kò sí bọ́n ṣe fẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀. Ká tó wá sọ pé irú wọn gan apá ni wọ́n máa ń gbèrú. Mo ń bọ̀ ná, mi ò dé, ẹ jẹ́ tún wo ta ló ti wà ń bẹ̀ kí n sáré kí wa kí n tó tẹ̀síwájú nínú atótónu mi. Mo kí yín o, ìyáàfin Abọ́sẹ̀dé Aládéníkà, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Mo ti kí Mas B, ẹ ṣé gan ni tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí atótónu tí à ń bá bọ̀, mo ní àwọn nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀, wọ́n gbé Emefiele, wọ́n gbé lọ sílé ẹjọ́, wọ́n wá ní adájọ́ dájọ́, wọn tí ì dájọ́ ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní wọ́n lè gba béèlì ẹ̀ kó máa lọ léná títí dijọ́ tí ìgbẹ́jọ́ ò wáyé. wọ́n wá ní kó lọ san 20 million naira wípé tó bá ti lè san àti àwọn nǹkan kan àti nǹkan kan àtàwọn nǹkan kan tán ní tó bá rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí onídùúró àti nǹkan kan wípé wọ́n lè jẹ́ ó mọ lọlé ná nígbà tí ìgbẹ́jọ́ bá tó kó mọ wá sílé ẹjọ́. Ìgbà tí wọ́n ṣe lé tán àwọn àjọ DSS àwọn yarí, wọ́n ní yàtọ̀ sí ẹ̀sùn táwọn fi kàn tẹ́lẹ̀ lélẹ̀ tí adájọ́ ti dájọ́ ẹjọ́ pé ó padà wá ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n lè gba béèlì ẹ̀ onídùúró kó mọ lọlé títí dijọ́ náà pé àwọn lẹ́sùn míì táwọn fẹ́ fi kàn án fún díẹ̀ yìí kò lè lọ, àwọn sì ń gbé lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn. Ó wá di gbọ́n mi sí omi òtó láàrin àwọn àti àjọ tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní ilé ẹ̀wọ̀n ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n tó ń fi àwọn ẹlẹ́wọ̀n pamọ́ sí tó yẹ tí adájọ́ ní kán mọ gbé lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn ná títí dìgbà tí ó bá ṣe kíni tí ó kójú òṣùwọ̀n lórí ohun tó ní kó mú wá láti lè gba ìyọ̀ǹda láti máa lọ lé kó lè wálé ẹjọ́ níjọ́ tí ẹjọ́ ò wáyé. Àwọn àjọ DSS ní rárá kò sóhun tó jọ nítorí àwọn lẹ́sùn míì táwọn kà sí lẹ́sẹ̀ lélẹ̀ tó mú pé àwọn ò mọ̀ gbé lọ. Ṣé rí láì fa ọ̀rọ̀ gùn láì parọ́ fúnra wa ká sọ tòótọ́ fúnra wa nílùú tó lófin nílùú tí gbogbo èèyàn bọ̀wọ̀ fófin ohun tó tọ́ ohun tó yẹ ni pé ohun tí ilé ẹjọ́ bá sọ ká ṣe kí ni ká tẹ̀lé ìlànà yẹn ká gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo ti sọ fún wa ṣáájú, mo ní màá fi fọ́nrán yìí màá fi hàn wá, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa ti lè rí, èmi fẹ́ fi hàn wá fún àlàyé ni àti àpèjúwe àti pé kí ohun tá à ń sọ yìí kó lè dùn. Láwọn àárín kan ẹ lè máa gbóhùn lásán kí n gbé àwòrán kúrò nítorí copyright, ṣùgbọ́n lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan ibi tó bá yẹ kẹ́ ẹ ti ráwòrán màá jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ rí kẹ́ lè mọ̀ pé ohun tá à ń sọ náà là ń sọ. Àmọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọ́kọ́ pe àkíyèsí yín sí kinní kan ká tó tẹ̀síwájú kọ́rọ̀ mi bá lè yé wa dáadáa. Ìdí tí mo ṣe tò sí apá ibi tí mo tò sí, ìdí tí mo fi ń sọ ohun tí mò ń sọ, ìdí tí mo fi lérò ń gbà pé bí àwọn àjọ DSS tí wọ́n bá mú Emefiele lọ kò sóhun tó burú ń bẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ó lòdì sí òfin lórí ohun tí ilé ẹjọ́ sọ, ṣùgbọ́n tí wọ́n bá mú lọ kò sóhun tó burú ń bẹ̀. Ó sì nídìí tí mo fi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Mò ń bọ̀ ná, mi ò tíì dé. Ẹ rántí arábìnrin kan tí wọ́n ń pè ní Desiani olè, ìyá onípátá, àwọn tó ń fi mílíọ̀nsì tí wọ́n fi ń ra pátá àti kọ́mú, àmọ́ bóyá Èṣù fẹ́ mọ fọwọ́ tẹ ọmú wọn ni, ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin ìyá mi bó ṣe gbà lásàálẹ̀ ni, àmọ́ bóyá Èṣù fẹ́ mọ fà wọ́n lọ́yàn ni, àmọ́ bóyá Èṣù ni ó fẹ́ wá mọ yẹ pátá wọn wò tí wọ́n fi millions of dollars tán fi ra ohun tí obìnrin fi ń gbé ọyàn ró àti àwọ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ tá mọ̀ sí pátá tóbìnrin ń wọ̀. Ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn kan, wọn ò róúnjẹ jẹ. Ìjọba ò lè pèsè omi tí aráàlú ò mu, omi tó dáa, omi ẹ̀rọ. Kò síná, ṣùgbọ́n lábẹ́ àkóso Goodluck Jonathan, Desiani ó lè kó òbítíbitì owó yàtọ̀ sí èyí tó fi ra lé, tó fi ra oríṣiríṣi nǹkan káàkiri, ó lè mọ fi ra kọ́mú àti pátá. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe sọ, àmọ́ bóyá Èṣù ló fẹ́ mọ wá wo ọyàn ẹ̀ wò ni o, bóyá Èṣù ló fẹ́ mọ wá yẹ pátá ẹ̀ wò kò yé mi. Ìdí tó fi rò pé òun lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti máa ná yìí, tó bá jówó ààrẹ ẹ̀ ló ná, kò sí nǹkan tó kàn mí, kò bí mi nú, kò ní láìfí. Ohun tó bá wùyàn lèèyàn lè fowó ẹ̀ ṣe, ṣùgbọ́n níwọ̀n bá àgbà tó ti ṣe pé owó ìlú, owó gbogbo aráàlú, owó gbogbo mẹ̀kúnnù ló fi ṣe àṣemáṣe tó ṣe, ẹ̀tọ́ mi ni láti sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀. Gbogbo orúkọ tí n bá sì pé òun ló ń jẹ́. Tẹ́ bá rántí pé arábìnrin tí mo dárúkọ Desiani ó ti sá lọ dòní dọ̀la, wọn rí mú, kò jẹ́jọ́. Bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní wọ́n ṣe kí ni, wọ́n gba àwọn nǹkan kan padà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ lélẹ̀ tá a padà mọ ibi tí gbogbo owó àtàwọn nǹkan tán gbà náà àmọ́ ibi tán padà wọlẹ̀ sí, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyá mi Elizabeth Adesanya, ẹ káàbọ̀, ó lè gbà ní ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà, ẹ get it, you got it right. Alhaji Najim Adegboyega Adeyemi, you are welcome to the show. Mo kí yín, ẹ kú àṣálẹ́, ẹ kú ìparí ọ̀sẹ̀ àti ìsinmi tó bẹ̀rẹ̀. Mo kí yín o ìyáàfin Adéoyè Esther lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. ìyáàfin àbí bàbá mi ni Adégúnlẹ̀ Sulaiman, mo kí yín. Alàgbà Samuel Olúgbénga Joseph, ẹ káàbọ̀, mo kí yín. Arábìnrin tẹ́ bá rántí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ dáadáa, ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n mú ó ń jẹ́jọ́ lọ́wọ́ ni. Mo kí yín o, alàgbà Toríọlá Jamiu. Ó ń jẹ́jọ́ lọ́wọ́, ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ Emefiele yìí náà ni. Nígbà tó ń jẹ́jọ́ lọ́wọ́, oríṣiríṣi awuyewuye ló ń wáyé. Ìgbà tó yá ni wọ́n ní ó rẹ̀ ó láìsàn jẹjẹrẹ wípé ó fẹ́ lọ gbà tọ́jú, kán filẹ̀ kán jẹ́ kó lọ gbà tọ́jú, kán fún níjọ́ tí ó wà lẹ́jọ́. Gbàrà tí wọ́n fi arábìnrin yìí lẹ̀, ohun tó ṣe ni pé ìfẹ́ àfẹ́wé ó sá ó gbòkè òkun lọ. Àwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rí ní UK, wọ́n ṣe ń rí nínú store níbi tí wọ́n ti ń ta àwọn oúnjẹ ilẹ̀ wa, àwọn oúnjẹ Nàìjíríà tó jẹ́ pé ó máa ń wọ́n nílẹ̀ òkèèrè. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ṣe ń rí káàkiri tó ń ra àwọn nǹkan. Àwọn èèyàn wá ń béèrè pé ṣé ẹni tán ló láìsàn jẹjẹrẹ tó fẹ́ wá gba ìtọ́jú tí wọ́n gbé fọ́tò ẹ̀ jáde tó dàbí ẹni tó ti fẹ́ kú, tí òun náà làwọn ń rí tó ń lọ store káàkiri yìí. Ká tó wí ká tó fọ̀ ká tó mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀, ó ti pọ̀ sókè rajà, ó ti fò, ó ti sá lọ, ó ti dára Dominican Republic. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun tá a mọ̀, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun tá a gbọ́, ó ti di diplomat ńbẹ̀ lélẹ̀ tó já sí pé owó yín tó jí kó, èyí tó sì kù sọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ àti èyí tó ti kó pamọ́ sílùú yẹn, lélẹ̀ tó túmọ̀ sí pé òun náà ti mọ̀ pé ṣe láabi tó ń ṣe ìjọ́ kan ó jẹ́ ìjọ́ kan wọ́n wọ́dìún àbí wọ́n ní bó ló ti jẹ́, ó ti kó àwọn owó kan pamọ́ sí ìlú yẹn, sí ilẹ̀ òkèèrè níbẹ̀. Ó ṣe kí ni? Ó pọ̀ sókè rajà, ó sá lọ sí Dominican Republic. Ohun tá a padà gbọ́ ni pé ó ti di diplomat. Gbogbo wa la mọ̀ túmọ̀ tán bá pèèyàn ní diplomat fún orílẹ̀-èdè kan. Tó bá lọ sojú orílẹ̀-èdè yẹn ní orílẹ̀-èdè míì, orílẹ̀-èdè kankan ò láṣẹ láti dédé gbé pé àwọn ra arrest ẹ̀. Kódà kó ṣẹ̀yìn, bí ìgbà tẹ́ ń wájà tẹ́ fẹ́ dá ogun lẹ̀ ni. Ta ni ò mọgbọ́n ká fẹ́ràn sẹ́nu káwátì. Ó wá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ di ọmọ ìlú míì, orílẹ̀-èdè míì. Ẹ ti rí o, ó jí owó titi yín ní ibi tó ń pè ní Nàìjíríà. Nínú owó tó jí, ó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ dọmọ onínàkúnà. Ọmọ onínàkúnà tiẹ̀ wá ṣe kí ni? Ó burú jáì ju ti ọmọ onínàkúnà tí wọ́n ṣàkàwé nínú Bíbélì lọ. Ṣé ọ̀pọ̀ ọmọ onínàkúnà tinú Bíbélì, òun kó owó, ó fi sararin di, ó na sára ẹ̀, ó lọ káàkiri. Ìgbà tó jayé tó na tán, tó rí pé kò sówó mọ́, ó padà wá bá tani, wá bá bàbá ẹ̀ ńlé, wá tọrọ ìdáríjì. Àmẹ́lẹ̀ yóò ṣerú ẹ̀. Òun kó owó yín, ó ná, ó jẹ àjẹyó àjẹsẹ́kù. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ di ọmọ abùjẹbùdànù. Ó tún wá kó fáwọn ìlú onílùú tí ìṣe ìyá yín, tí ìṣe ara yín. Ó ra ìwé ìgbélùú gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ onílùú ń bẹ̀, ó níye tí ó bá dé, ó níye tó san fún wọn. Kí wọ́n tó wá lè gbà immediately tó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ dàrè, tó sọ ọmọ ẹ̀ di ara ẹ̀ di ọmọ ìlú onílùú tán, ẹ mọrú owó tí ó cost ẹ̀ tán fi lè gbà fún tó tún di diplomat, which means when she's traveling with a diplomatic passport, meaning she's representing that country and nobody can just touch her. Ó ti perfect the act ẹ̀, ó perfect the mission ẹ̀, which will make it very hard and difficult for Nigeria to arrest him and say they want to bring him back to Nigeria. Otherwise, they will be calling for war or diplomatic riots. Lọ̀rọ̀ yẹn máa dà, because á di ọ̀rọ̀ tí gbogbo àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè míì lágbàáyé tí wọ́n máa dá sí pé ẹ lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti ṣe ohun tẹ́ ṣe yẹn. Tẹ́ ti ríru ọgbọ́n tí àwọn èèyàn yìí tí wọ́n ti gbọ́n mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́. Mo ń mú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí bọ̀ wá sínú ọ̀rọ̀ Emefiele. Ìdí tí mo fi ní, bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé èmi ò gbà pẹ̀lú àjọ DSS pẹ̀lú ìwà tí wọ́n ń wù. Àmọ́ ìdí tí màá fi fara mọ́ ni pé ṣé kìí ṣe pé Emefiele náà fẹ́ sá lọ mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ nígbà tó bá wá gbé rọ́tán. Òun náà, ẹ mọ̀ pé òbítíbitì owó ti wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, owó tí wọ́n jí. nínú owó tí wọ́n jí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀mí ló lọ sí. Gbogbo alárí fọ́nrán àwọn bàbá àgbàlagbà pẹ̀nṣọ́níà tí wọ́n ń wa ẹkún mu nígbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ gba owó tí wọ́n rówó wọn gbà. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni pé mi ò lówó, mò ń tọrọ owó. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni pé mo ṣiṣẹ́, mo lówó, mo kó pamọ́ sílé ìfowópamọ́sí, mo fẹ́ gba owó mi, mo fẹ́ jẹun, mi ò wá rówó mi gbà. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí ojú owó pọ́n yín. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ mọyì nǹkan tí ẹ ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ó nídìí tí mo fi ṣàdúrà yìí. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ò mọ̀ pé nígbà míì ó lè jólówó, ó lè lówó nípamọ́. Kódà owó tó ní ó lè má lè ná tán tó fi kú. Ṣùgbọ́n ọjọ́ tó bá nílò owó yẹn tí ò bá lè rí owó yẹn pè ránṣẹ́ àbí kó o ná, ìjọ yẹn ló mọ nǹkan tó wọ́ọ̀tì, ló mọ ìyà rẹ̀. Ibẹ̀ ni ìjọmọlúàbí ẹ, irú èèyàn tó jẹ́. Ibẹ̀ ni àwọn oore tí wọn náà ti ṣe fáwọn èèyàn. Ibẹ̀ ló ti mọ̀ bóyá ò ń ṣe eré àbó ò ṣe eré. Nítorí pé nígbà tó mọ̀ pé olówó ń bì kan ṣùgbọ́n ò ráàyè débẹ̀, ìwọ̀sí kan wá tabà ọ́, àbò nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ tó dédé nílò owó, tó bá wá rí èèyàn tó dìde àánú sí ẹ tó mọ̀ rí, ibẹ̀ ló ti mọ̀ bóyá Elédùmarè wà nípa tiẹ̀ àbí kò sí nípa tiẹ̀. Ibẹ̀ ló ti mọ̀ bóyá àwọn iṣẹ́ rere onílàádà tó ń ṣe, àwọn oore, àwọn àánú tó ń ṣe, bóyá ó nítumọ̀, bóyá kò nítumọ̀. Èmi ti jàǹfààní irú oore bẹ́ẹ̀ rí, mo mọ̀ ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, bó sì mọ àwọn èèyàn míì náà tán súnmọ́ mi tán ti jàǹfààní irú oore bẹ́ẹ̀ rí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, tí ì ṣe pé bóyá yà ń jẹ wọn lówó, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n bára wọn nípò pé wọn lè débi tí wọ́n kówó sí. Ó bá wọn ní pàjáwìrì, ṣùgbọ́n láì bẹ̀sùbẹ̀gbà, láì bẹ̀bẹ̀, láì sunkún, ìrànlọ́wọ́ dìde níbi tí wọ́n ti retí, ibi tó yẹ kójú ti tì wọ́n. Elédùmarè ṣe kí ni? Ó rán láàánú sí wọn, tó jẹ́ pé ojú ò tì wọ́n. Wọ́n lójú ìtìná alẹ́, ojú ò ní ti ẹnikẹ́ni nínú gbogbo wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ sàmí àdúrà o, kẹ́ gbé tó ẹ̀mí. Ẹ rántí, wọ́n ní wọ́n sọ pé kí ni? Kọ́bọ̀ sàmí níjọ́sí, ó ṣe fáàrí, ṣùgbọ́n padà ṣe kí ni? Ó su dúdùn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ó su tó pọ̀. Ó tún ṣe kí ni? Wọ́n ló so lómi sòròrò. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Àwọn wo ni mo tún rí tí wọ́n wọlé? Ẹ jẹ́ n sáré kí yín ká tó tẹ̀síwájú. Ìyáàfin Rísí Ashiru, mo kí yín, ẹ káàbọ̀, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Alàgbà Akórèdé Musbau, Ogolúwa Lizzy, mo kí yín, ẹ káàbọ̀. Adéoyè Esther, mo ti kí yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Ìyá mi, ìyáàfin Safety Domain, mo kí yín, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Ẹ ṣé gan ni tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Now, mo kí yín o, ìyáàfin okay, mo ti kí yín tẹ́lẹ̀. Alàgbà Adégúnlẹ̀ Sulaiman, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹni tí ó bá wà ńbẹ̀ tí mi ò tíì kí yín, ẹ má bínú o. Kì í ṣe pé mo fojú di yín, ó ṣeé ṣe kójú mi fò àbí kí n má tíì rí. Gbogbo yín àtẹni tó wà lábẹ́ aṣọ tí mi ò rí kọ́mẹ́ǹtì yín bẹ̀, gbogbo yín ni mò ń kí pátápátá. Ẹ ṣé gan ni tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Now, Gẹ̀síání ó sá lọ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, ó kó òbítíbitì owó, ó kó o sá lọ. Wọn ò rójútu ẹ̀, wọn ò rí dò ní dọ̀la, wọ́n kàn ń rojọ́ lójoojúmọ́ ni. Ẹnìkan tún wá ní èmi àtẹ̀yìn, àfi tá a bá máa parọ́ tanra wa lókù la máa ní ọ̀gbẹ́ni yóò ṣe nǹkan kan, kò ṣẹ̀ lábẹ́ òfin. Lóòótọ́ ni, nígbà tí wọ́n mú tán tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ rò pé torí àṣemáṣe tó ṣe pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀mí ló ṣòfò lórí nǹkan tó ṣe. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìdílé lebi pa lórí nǹkan tó ṣe. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ló di aláìsàn lórí nǹkan tó ṣe. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ló da láàbọ̀ ara lórí nǹkan tó ṣe. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ló sọra wọn di ẹni tí àwọn èèyàn fi ń ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ lónìí nítorí pé ìgbà tó ká wọn lára débì kan, wọ́n wọnú ilé ìfowópamọ́sí, wọ́n tura wọn sí òhò ọmọlúàbí láti fi ẹ̀hónú hàn, láì bẹ̀sùbẹ̀gbà, láì tijú. Ẹnikẹ́ni ò lè dúró níwájú mi, mo lè bá ẹnikẹ́ni takùrọ̀sọ lórí ẹ̀. I can have a debate with anybody that Emefiele is a criminal and he needs to be prosecuted. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Because I can see some people coming out and saying, what did he do? Especially his family members. Mo sì ń bọ̀ lórí àwọn yẹn torí mo rí gbogbo rándanrandan tó ní kálukú wọn ń sọ àtòun tí wọ́n ń ṣe. It's one thing to talk about the rule of law not being obeyed. It's another thing to actually understand that this man is a criminal and he needs to be prosecuted. Also, it's another thing to understand that if they do not allow him to bail himself out, because let me not deceive you, that man has the money to bail himself. In fact, 20 million is too small. They should have put his bail in billions. Yes, that man stole billions. He stole billions, meaning he can afford to pay millions. Not to even talk where they're asking him, the court is asking him to pay 20 million as bail so that he can go home and then on his court date, come back to court. If you really want to show us that you are serious, the bail should have been set at billions. We all knew this man stole billions. And some people lost their lives because of this. Some people are still on their hospital bed because of what he did. Now, part of my argument that I told some people was, even Buhari needs to be arrested because, truth be told, Emefiele cannot behave the way he did if Buhari was not satisfied with it. Buhari and his cabinet members and your senators, your reps, all of them, they are all culprits. None of them is innocent. They cannot tell you they are innocent. All of them are culprits in this issue. But level by level, only crime, only kaluku one. Level by level, only crime, only kaluku one. If anybody is coming out now and saying the rule of law must be obeyed, and they cannot do that, they cannot do this. If Emefiele is saying that, his family members are saying that, his lawyers are saying that, please, where are these people? Ever since the DSS have been perpetrating their evil acts, is this the same way they have been talking about this and agitating? Where were these people when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested? Where were these people when Chief Sunday Adeyemo's house was invaded? Where were they? Why didn't we see them online doing the same thing they are doing right now? I'm just giving you points, and I'm letting you see my point of argument. So don't think I'm a novice. Oh, the rule of law supersedes everything. Yes, I know that, and I agree with you. But the moment we are all keeping silent, when they maltreat one person, and we are thinking it does not concern me, I'm not going to say nothing, then you should be expecting that it's going to be your turn one day. So it is Emefiele's turn right now. So nobody should make any noise, cry any crocodile tears. No family members or lawyers should come online and try to educate us about the rule of law. We know about the rule of law. Don't tell us. We understand. Alàgbà Koiki, Olóyè Koiki, mo kí yín, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Yóò yẹ yín kò ní yẹ̀ lẹ́ o. Ilé ńkọ́ o, àwọn ọmọ ńkọ́ o, màmá ńkọ́. Ọlọ́run bá máa wà pẹ̀lú yín o. Elédùmarè á máa fún wa ṣe. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ní sísọ o, a sì ní ṣìṣe. Alàgbà Adéwọlé Ọ̀rẹ́kọ̀yà, mo kí yín, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Bàbá mi, àwọn tèmi nìyẹn o. Adéníran Adékúnlé, I see you there. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. You are welcome to the show. You see that studio number, Mr. Adéníran Adékúnlé, the studio number. Text me your number so I can call you tomorrow. Thank you. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun tí à ń bá bọ̀, Emefiele, when he was there, when he was in power, when he was among the who is who, before they start torturing him now, he was there when all this same thing, the same evil act was being perpetrated against Nnamdi Kanu, against Chief Dr. Sunday Adeyemo Igboho, against every other person that the DSS has arrested illegally, against the Yoruba Nation 12, and the other subsequent ones. Where were all these people? Why didn't they do the same thing they are doing now? But because it's their brother, it's because it's their client now, they are making noise. There's no difference. Àparò kan ò ga jù kan lọ, àfẹ̀yí tó bá gorí ebè. Mo kí yín o, ìyáàfin àbí alàgbà, ọmọ Lubaka mo kí yín ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò thank you so much ẹ ṣé tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa mo mọ̀ lóore o mo ṣe ń gbọ́rọ̀ ẹgbọ́n ń bì gan o àìdébẹ̀ màá sì fi fọ́nrán tí mo sọ yìí àjọ wò á sì jọ ṣàlàyé lórí ẹ̀ now Emefiele nígbà tí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ó dákẹ́ kò dá sí torí pé ó nígbàgbọ́ pé kò kan òun ẹ rántí pé jọ́sí náà nígbà tó kan Charles Okorocha ẹ̀rí pẹ̀lú gbogbo bulletproof door bulletproof window tó lóun ní ìgbà tán ṣe tán fẹ́ dì pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣẹ́rí pé wọ́n gun orí rúùfù wọ́n fọ́ rúùfù wọlé wọ́n lọ bá wọ́n gbé ìjọ kìíní àná ńgbà tó kan Dino Melaye bóun náà ṣe ń lo ọ̀fẹ́ tó ń gorí igi ló sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀dọ́dẹ tí ń wọnú gbó kiri tí ń sá kiri bí gbèsè ayé gbogbo wọn ṣe rí nìyẹn ó ní àánú wọn ò kì í ṣe mí kì í ṣe pé mi ò láàánú lójú àmọ́ àánú wọn ò lè ṣe mí nítorí pé kí ni èbùkà tí wọ́n gbìn lẹ̀ òun ni gbogbo wọn wá dé tí wọ́n ń jẹ ìgbà tó kàn wọ́n làwọn náà ń jìyà yẹn now alàgbà Tọ́pẹ́ Sùmọ́nù ẹ káàbọ̀ mo kí yín o bàbá mi Marcel bàbá Tọ́pẹ́ ẹ káàbọ̀ you are welcome to the show now ìgbà tí ó kan tí wọn gẹ́gẹ́ báwọn èèyàn ṣe sọ pé na everybody go chop breakfast Emefiele ń jẹ breakfast tiẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn ó dẹ̀ yẹ kó jẹ dáadáa yes we understand the rule of law and we want the rule of law to be recognized and respected but at the same time we are not going to forget that Emefiele is not the first neither will he be the last. This has been the mode of operation all along. So why are you asking for a change now? When Emefiele was one of the who is who, when he was rubbing shoulders with them in Aso Rock, did he cry out when other people are being treated the way he's being treated now? Did he do something? Did he say something? No, he didn't. And that's why he is going through this now. And that is why, that is why sometimes when we say this thing is wrong, let's all put our voice together and reject it and let them know it is wrong. We are not going to accept it. When you keep silent, then you don't know. It might be your turn one day, and then you will feel the pain. Then you want something to be done. That is what is happening to Emefiele now. Yes, truth be told, Emefiele should have been arrested for the offense he committed, which is not far-fetched. We all knew some people died because of those policies he made right around the election time. Some people are still on their sickbed because of the decisions he made and the policies he executed around that time. So that is good enough to even, arrest him, charge him to court. But I was surprised when later on we heard about, they are arresting him for gun possession and all that. And I started laughing like the usual thing. Same thing, same game plan. Why can't they charge him for the actual stuff that we all know, that all Nigerians knew? The actual offense that we all knew. Tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ìyá arúgbó gan, àwọn ìyá aláta, ìyá elépo gbogbo wọn náà mọ̀ pé Emefiele ó ní gómìnà báǹkì àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Òun ló sì wà nídìí òfin tí wọ́n ṣe tó fa wàhálà táwọn èèyàn rówó gbà tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ kú. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló fẹ́ ṣe operation nílé ìwòsàn tí wọ́n rówó san. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní àìsàn ń ṣe tán fẹ́ rògùn, wọ́n rówó rògùn tán padà kú. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló jẹ́ pé àìráàyè ṣe operation tó yẹ kán ṣe ńgbà tó yẹ kán ṣe àbí ra oògùn tó yẹ kán lò gbà tó yẹ kán lò ló jẹ́ káìsàn wọn tún lọ sí ìpele tó le ju ibi tó wà tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni. Ìyẹn gan ti tó láti ṣe kíni, láti arrest ẹ̀ lórí ìyẹn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá mi Adéwálé Ọ̀rẹ́kọ̀yà, Yorùbá nation is the answer. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò sóhun tó lè yẹ yẹn, ò yẹ kan ò lè yẹ. Ó kí yín o bàbá mi Rasheed Ọláyínká, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Now, alàgbà àbí ìyáàfin Tọ́pẹ́ Sùmọ́nù, okay, mo ti kí yín tẹ́lẹ̀, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Now, mo wá rí fọ́nrán yẹn mo rí gbogbo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Mo rí tí àwọn agbófinró méjì, ẹ̀ka agbófinró méjì wọ́n ń bára wọn jà. The DSS and the prison service. They were at loggerhead at the court, inside the court premises. Then I saw all the lawyers. Òyìnbó ń fò lọ́tún, ń fò lósì. Everybody ń sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹni tí yín ẹ̀gán fẹ́ yọ lórí pé wọ́n ń sọ òyìnbó, òǹkàlùkù jáde. Èyí tó yà mí lẹ́nu jù, tó jọ mí lójú, ìgbà tí arákùnrin ń bọ̀ nílé ẹjọ́, fún gbogbo yín, mo ti sọ, ẹ lè pè mí lórúkọ tó bá wù yín, ẹ lè bínú sí mi, ẹ lè má nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi mọ́. I don't need anybody to validate me. All I know is I will say the truth. Wò mí dáadáa, bó bá pè mí ní Kristẹni, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, I'm a Christian. Tó bá ní kì í ṣe Kristẹni, ó hùwà bí Mùsùlùmí. Okay, I'm a Muslim then. Ìwọ wí, thus says you. Tó bá ní oníṣẹ̀ṣe mọ̀ ni, àwọn ẹlẹ́bọ ni, yes, I will be proud to wear that garment. Okay? I'm not ashamed, neither am I afraid. Àárín èmi àtọlọ́run ni ìdájọ́ mi wà níkẹyìn. Kò sí lọ́wọ́ ẹnikẹ́ni, kò dẹ̀ sí láàárín èmi àtẹnikẹ́ni. I don't owe anybody any explanation about my religion or the way I do or practice my religion. But one thing I can tell you for sure, except you want to deceive yourself, my carrying the Bible around or carrying the Quran around does not make me a holy person. Did you all see what Emefiele did when he was coming to court? He brought a Bible. He came with the Holy Bible. These are things we have been telling you for long, that who are the people that are maltreating you, mistreating you? Who are the people stealing your money? Who are the people that are perpetrating all these evil acts, the injustice and everything that is happening in Nigeria? Christians and Muslims. Don't deceive yourself. Christians and Muslims, they are the main culprit. Don't bring the Sheshe people into this. They've got nothing to do with this, because none of your so-called leaders came out and sworn. None of them was sworn in with the God of iron or God of thunder. No, don't deceive yourself. All of them were being sworn in with the Quran or the Bible. And these two holy books taught us to be what? To love our neighbors as ourselves. These two books taught us not to be selfish. These two books taught us to look out for one another. These two books taught us to tolerate one another. But if you look at the two religions, Christianity and Islam, most especially, and I'm not apologizing for this, I owe nobody no apology, especially the Muslims. Yes, because I see recently, it looks like people are getting it mixed up. Àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ máa dàrú mọ́ra wọn. Ọ̀nà jìn, ó sọ wọ́n gógó kẹ tó rí àwọn Christian kan tó máa kóra wọn jọ lọ síbì kan. Lọ sọ pé èèyàn kan ò ní ṣe ẹ̀sìn wọn bí tán ti fẹ́ ṣe. No. Ọ̀nà jìn. Ìyẹn tẹ́ bá tiẹ̀ rí. Ọ̀nà dẹ̀ jìn, ó sọ wọ́n gógó kẹ tó rí àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe kan tó máa kóra wọn jọ lọ bá anybody pé ẹ lè ṣẹ̀sìn yín àbí ànígbà fún yín. Ọ̀nà jìn, ìyẹn tẹ́ bá rí. But who are the culprits? Who are the ones that we always see doing this? You and I can agree that they are not real Muslims, but they claim to be Muslims. So don't let us deceive ourselves. Nítorí pé we want to balance the equation. We are bringing people that have nothing to do with the instability. We are bringing them into it, and we are accusing them, and it is totally wrong. Truth be told, let's face the truth. Takátátà rárá àgbàlagbà sọ pé à ń sítọ́ bí tó bá ti yí láàyè jù ó ti ní nǹkan míì nú. Ẹ sòótọ́ síbi tó tọ́ wà, ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ fúnra wa níbi tọ́rọ̀ wà. Because it's like, because you are indulging these people and you are indulging the act, and they are thinking everybody is afraid to tell them the truth. The earlier the better before it gets worse. It's already bad. Let's not deceive ourselves. But before it gets worse, you see, you and I believe some things can never happen in Yoruba land, but if care is not taken, it's already knocking at your door. Yes, it's already knocking at your door. if care is not taken. I understand. The police have said, let's do this, warn everybody. But in the first place, why didn't they do the necessary things? There is an aggressor, right? Èèyàn kan ló wà aggressive towards èèyàn kan. Which means, ẹni tó wà aggressive towards èèyàn kan yẹn ló jẹ̀bi. It should be no gainsaying that we are now running around helter-skelter, beating around the bush, trying to act like we don't know the right thing to do. When you talk about the rule of law will only be applicable when you apply it the right way and you execute it the right way without fear or favor to anybody. Not when you are afraid and you think because some people are calm and gentle, you are going to play on their intelligence. That is totally wrong. And you and I need to take note of this. And we need to let each other know that it is not right and it is not going to be allowed. Be you a Christian, be you a Muslim. If I am doing wrong, confront me to my face. Tell me to my face and point it out to me. Michaela, this thing you are doing is wrong and it is bad. Don't bring other people along with it and say, both of you, this and this. No. Tell me the truth to my face. That Michaela, you are the aggressor and it is wrong. It is not allowed under the law. Remember, this started a while back. And we kept shouting and yelling. Call these people to order. Tell them, nip it in the bud. A stitch in time saves 9. If you don't, it will get worse. Is it getting worse or not? Because nígbà téèyàn bá ti ṣe tàkọ́kọ́ tó mu jẹ tẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀, they will gain the boldness. Ìgbéraga máa gùn wọ́n, agbára máa gùn wọ́n pé yes, àwa la tó bẹ́ẹ̀ tá jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ a lè ṣe. But that is not a topic for today. I just branched there so that we all know okay, some things are not right. Some things are just not right. And ẹ má jẹ́ ká jókòó tẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ pé kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀ ńlẹ̀ Yorùbá. You already seen it pé if you don't say something when something is wrong, before you know it, wọ́n máa gbé dé gangan mú yín báyìí. Nǹkan tẹ́ ní kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn, ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀, wọ́n máa kanlẹ̀kùn mọ́ oníkálukú yín lórí, ẹ̀rù á dẹ̀ bà yín. But ẹ bá tètè sọ fún wọn sí pé no, kò sáàyè, ànígbà, oníkálukú á tọwọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ bá sọ. Oníkálukú á mọ̀ pé there is no room for that. That nobody wants it in Yoruba land. Gbogbo nǹkan tán fẹ́ ṣe gbogbo ibi tán ń bọ́rọ̀ wọn lọ, ó ti yá wa kan. But we are just calm, we are just watching. We're just calm, we're just watching. Àwọn tó ń gbé wọn dìde tó ń tì wọ́n dì, àmọ́ wọn, àmọ́ ibi tọ́rọ̀ wọn ti ń wá, àmọ́ ibi tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ ti jẹ jáde nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wọn. Ẹni tó bá farabalẹ̀, tó bá ní làákàyè, á ti rí. It has nothing to do with religion. That was just a propaganda. And those people you are seeing there fomenting trouble are being used by some people to foment trouble, just to start something. Tẹ́ bá rántí níjẹ̀ta lọ́hùn, tí bá sọ pé ìjẹ̀ta, I'm not talking about 2 days ago. Èdè Yorùbá mò ń sọ. Wípé not too long ago. Wọ́n ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ wẹ̀rẹ̀wẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn. Gẹ́rẹ́gẹ́rẹ́, before you know it, lókè ọya, wọ́n ní Sharia law làwọn fẹ́ máa lò. If you are not careful, if care is not taken, they will soon tell you pé bye-bye ló máa jẹ́. But with the way things are going now, I don't think it will get to that because other Korea oníkálukú ti ń pé everybody ti ń rí pé no, they are not just attacking that person. They are coming to attack all of us all together. And there is a mission. That was just an agenda that they are putting forward to make you think, while you are focused there, they will be doing other things underground. Before you know what is going on, they will now come up with the actual agenda. Okay, this is what we want to do. And by then, if care is not taken, it will be too late for anybody to do anything. Now, let's leave that alone. Mo máa gbé fọ́nrán ìgbà tí wọ́n gbé Emefiele lọ sí court. Excuse me. Bàbá ń wo fọ́nrán yẹn lọ. Ó ṣeé ṣe kí n máa dá dúró kí n máa ṣàlàyé àwọn nǹkan kan ẹ ní bínú sí mi ni. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí.
Reactions trailing the breakdown of law and order, which occurred at the Federal High Court in Ikoyi on Tuesday, following the rearrest of the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, by the Department of State Services, despite being granted a 20 million naira bail. The presiding judge, Nicholas Owebo, ruled that the embattled CBN governor be remanded at the correctional center pending the fulfillment of his bail conditions, but operatives of the secret police insisted on taking Emefiele into their custody, which ultimately led to an all-out brawl between heavily armed DSS operatives and officials of the Nigerian Correctional Service.
This is what the DSS has turned Nigeria into.
Of the Nigerian Correctional Service being humiliated. He's being humiliated. His uniform, he's being manhandled by
Many reactions have trailed this story. Let me take one from Daniel Boala, who...
Now, you all saw that video. Did you see how they tore the uniform of that prison service commander? Did you see that? And that's a tussle between the DSS and the Nigerian Prison Service, which under normal circumstances, in a lawful society, that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't take place. Number one, àwọn méjèèjì náà lápá kan, wọ́n ń jà sí owó tó ní kálukú máa rí ń bẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, wọ́n máa rówó ń bẹ̀. Because ọ̀dọ̀ ẹni tí Emefiele bá gbẹ̀yìn sí, tí wọ́n bá ní wọ́n fẹ́ wá rí Emefiele, bóyá àwọn ará ilé ẹ̀, ìyàwó ẹ̀, ọmọ ẹ̀, àbáwọn èèyàn ẹ̀, tọ́n bá ní ẹ lè rí, àfi tẹ́ bá mú nǹkan wá báyìí, tẹ́ bá ṣe bọ̀bẹ́, they will do it. Tó bá jọ́dọ̀ àwọn àjọ DSS ló wà, àpò àwọn tí wọ́n bá wà ń bẹ̀ ńgbà yẹn, àwọn náà máa jàǹfààní ẹ̀. Torí ẹ má rò pé àwọn èèyàn wọ́n ń jà fún mẹ̀kúnnù àbí wọ́n ń jà fún rule of law. Both of them, none of them is fighting for the rule of law. They're fighting for what will come into their pocket later on. Because whoever ends up with Emefiele, wherever is being held, when his family members or anybody say we want to see him, they are going to ask them. We know how things operate in that country. They are going to ask them, okay, mo lè ṣe tẹ́ máa rí wọn kíákíá, or maybe òfin fààyè gbà pé ìṣẹ́jú márùn-ún péré nìkan fi rí, mo lè ṣe tẹ́ rí ní wákàtí kan, àmọ́ ẹ fi nǹkan lẹ̀ fún àwọn boys o. You know, that is the way they are set up. That's the way they operate. So ẹni tó fà lásọ ya gan, àánú ẹ̀ ò ṣe mí. Yes, he's working for his money. I don't have any iota of pity for him. No, I don't. He's working for his money. Owó tó máa gbà àti nǹkan tó máa jẹ ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún. So what's my own problem? Láti máa pity ẹ̀. Ní ìlú tó ní òfin, tó lọ́ba tó níjòyè, when the court asks for something to be done, it should be done, and it should be done that way. It shouldn't be changed. But gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun tí orin orílẹ̀-èdè wa tó sọ, bá ṣe bẹ̀rù, bá ṣe bí ọmọ. Wọ́n ti ń ṣe ohun tó ń ṣe fún Emefiele yẹn, wọ́n ti ń ṣe sáwọn èèyàn kan ṣáwájú lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà. Nǹkan tó mú wọn tán lè ṣe irú ẹ̀ sí Lady K, tán lè ṣe irú ẹ̀ sí Omíyalé, tán lè ṣe irú ẹ̀ sí àwọn tí wọ́n jọ mú wọn pọ̀ ńgbà yẹn. Ó náà ló mú wọn tó fi ní kò sí nǹkan kan tó yàtọ̀ tán bá ṣe sí Emefiele. Emefiele shouldn't be treated special. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, nítorí pé omi tá a fi dá àjọ DSS àti mode of operation wọn látilẹ̀ òun nìyẹn, bọ́n ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ wọn nìyẹn. Nígbà tí Emefiele tó wà lórí àga agbára tí ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ pé ó tẹ́ ń ṣe sí àwọn èèyàn wọ̀nyí kò dáa, òfin ò fààyè gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. So tán bá ń ṣe sí Emefiele, anybody should not be shouting or crying pé ó tán ń ṣe sí ò dáa. Ara ohun tá à ń sọ nìyẹn pé ìdálù nìṣèlú, omi tán fi dá orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà, òun náà ni wọ́n fi ń ṣe lọ. Yes, constitution tó fi ń rọ̀nù ìlú wọn òun ló fààyè gba irú ohun tẹ́ ń rí yẹn òun dẹ̀ ló ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ irú àwọn agbófinró àti amòfin tó wà nílùú yẹn kíní kan máa ń pa mí lẹ́rìn ní táìmù ìgbà kan ní Gambia àwọn Gambia máa ń bú àwọn máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ sí wa especially àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi tí mo ní bí tán jọ ọmọ Gambia wọ́n ní it is you and your people that are messing up our country. And when you ask them, what do you mean? Why? Only, all the crook lawyers from Nigeria, they are the ones in Gambia helping our corrupt politicians to get away with every crime they commit. Once they do that, they will hire a Nigerian lawyer who will come to the court and get them out. And before you know it, they will run away. Which means, wọ́n ti rí àwọn lawyer wa pé wọ́n specialize nínú gbogbo àwọn ọ̀nà ọ̀rọ̀ àlùmọ̀kọ́rọ́ láti gba ọ̀daràn kúrò nínú ìjẹ́jọ́. Wọ́n wá kọ pé kó ṣe kí ni sá kúrò tá bá ti ṣe tán bá ti gba béèlì ẹ mọ̀ sá lọ wọ́n padà wá mọ́ wọ́n yọjú mọ́ àbí o ẹ ṣe ìyá mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò sí ẹni tó fẹ́ mọ kí ló ń ṣe òyìnbó gan tó mẹ́sìn wá fún wa àìmọye gbà pásítọ̀ mi a máa sọ nínú chọ́ọ̀chì ó máa ń dúpẹ́ ni a ní especially tójò bá rọ̀ àbí tó bá di gba snow a ní tó bá ti wọlé tó bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sermon báyìí a ní I thank you all for coming to church today because I know it rain I know it snow and I did not expect that you will come to church because otiwo and you understand some people even have to go to work àbí ẹni tí ò bá ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe yóò jẹun and when they don't have money to pay their bills the church is not going to pay so l'Amẹ́ríkà ní UK àwọn ìlú tó ti dàgbàsókè they understand all these things àwọn èèyàn wa ni àwọn pásítọ̀ àtàwọn àpá wa ń mú ní múgùn mọ́lẹ̀ pé dandandandan ni ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ wá ṣẹ̀sìn ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ wá sin Ọlọ́run kò sẹ́ni tó ní kéèyàn má sin Ọlọ́run ó lè sin Ọlọ́run ní kọ̀rọ̀ yàrá ẹ̀ ó lè wà nú ṣọ́ọ̀bù ẹ̀ ó lè wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ fúnra rẹ̀ kò sin Ọlọ́run yes it is possible you can do that I practice that I do that so I know it is possible bẹ́ẹ̀ ni now Emefiele lẹ́rí yẹn ó ń bọ̀ ń kóòtù ó gbé bíbélì mímọ́ dání Holy Bible èèyàn Ọlọ́run ni o look at him very meek and gentle a devoted Christian but a criminal a murderer Emefiele is an assassin yes he is an assassin not based on the charges the Nigerian government is bringing against him, but based on the fact that you and I knew, pé òun ló ṣe policy tó ṣe òfin tó affect àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n pàdánù ẹ̀mí wọn nígbà tí wọ́n rówó wọn gbà ń báǹkì. That is why I call him a criminal. That is why I call him a murderer. Because some people died. Why did they die? Because of the policies he made. Because of the scarcity of cash. And if Emefiele was the governor of central bank then, and the problem came from the central bank policy, ó gba gbogbo ẹnu mi láti pè ní murderer, láti pè lólè, láti pè ní criminal, láti pè ní assassin. Without any reserve apology, gbogbo ẹnu ni mo fi sọ. Ẹni tí ò bá dùn mọ́ kò dùn mọ́ ẹnìyẹn. The guy is a criminal. He killed some people. He killed some people. Mo kí yín o ìyáàfin Olúrẹ̀mí kí là ń kó ọ̀gá bí. Ẹ ṣé máa bàbá mi ọmọ Olúbàkà ẹ ṣé tẹ́ bá mi kí wọn káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò mà. Now, but ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀síwájú lórí fọ́nrán yẹn kẹ́gbọ́n tí àwọn ará ilé ẹ̀kọ́ kan tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ kẹ́gbọ́n tí wọ́n sọ.
Wrote, this happened today in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Actually, this happened yesterday. Anybody who wears the uniform symbolizes the authority of the Republic and walks in the name of the President, who is the head of the Republic. Those who assault law enforcement are liable to prosecution by our law. Alas, this was done to him by his comrades in the law enforcement platform, allegedly while he was carrying out a lawful order. What a sad day. Well, in the meantime, George Emefiele, brother to the suspended governor of the central bank, who attended the hearing and witnessed the brawl, called it a complete disgrace.
It is disheartening that we have a government that came in through democratic process. We have a government that believes in democracy. We have a government that understands the rule of law. I remember vividly well when DSS invaded EFCC office. It took less than 12 hours for the president to give order that DSS should vacate the EFCC office. Why can't he do the same here? I remember very well when I was in secondary school, the Nadeko period. I knew how the current president fought the military through Nadeko. He fought to Tanel. He fought the military, telling the military to obey the rules and regulations of the law.
Ẹ̀yin àti èmi, brother Emefiele lẹ ń wò yìí. Ẹjọ́ ta lè ṣiṣẹ́ ó gbè bí ò bá ṣe légbò lẹ́sẹ̀. Ara bí tó wo yín lọ ní, ara àwọn tí wọ́n kó, ara owó tán jí kó, ara àwọn tán pín fún lélẹ́yìí. You see, you are always going to have this situation in that country until the right thing is done. Irú arákùnrin gan kò yẹ kọ́rọ̀ ọgbẹnu ẹ̀ kò tiẹ̀ yẹ kó lè yọjú sílé ẹjọ́ yẹn táwọn èèyàn bá rí ń bẹ̀ wípé ó jáde wá ó wá sọ̀pọ́ọ̀tì èèyàn tó jẹ́ wípé apààyàn ni ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn lọ lórí àṣemáṣe tó ṣe. Tó bá jáyé ẹjọ́ òun ni àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí arákùnrin yóò ní yọjú nítorí pé ó ti ṣe nǹkan àtìjú, nǹkan tí ò dáa. Àwọn bàbá wa máa ní àwọn nǹkan kan wà tó tìyàn lójú ju olè lọ. Olè lọ gbẹ́ni ìjà bó ṣe jẹ́ pé wọn ò ní pé ló lè directly. Ararú àpẹẹrẹ táwọn bàbá máa ń sọ pé ó tó tini lójú ju olè lọ wà. Ìwọ lè rí i pé bóyá o ti rọ́gbọ́n dá sí wọn lè pè ẹ́ lólè. Ṣùgbọ́n ó sì tàbùkù ẹ, ó tàbùkù mọ̀lẹ́bí ẹ. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo ohun tí arákùnrin ṣe, pẹ̀lú gbogbo ẹ̀mí tó bọ́ àti gbogbo àṣemáṣe tó ṣe, àtàwọn fọ́nrán tá a rí tó fojú hàn gbogbo bí ó ṣe ń pe àwọn tán jọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ pé ó yá báwo la ṣe yí eléyìí mọ́ra wọn táàrù mọ́ wọn lójú tí àwọn owó tí a rí táàrí balance lórí àkáǹtì táàrá àlàyé ẹ̀ ṣe táàrí ibì kan run mọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ la rí ìnáwó tí ṣe pé wọ́n dọ́kítọ̀ ẹ̀ tí ṣe pé wọ́n parọ́ mọ́ yẹn. Ìgbà tó ṣe òfin tó sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ pààrọ̀ owó tí wọ́n pààrọ̀ owó tán kàn lọ́mọ owó ti tẹ́lẹ̀ tán kàn waste owó tán kùn ní jẹ́lú tán sì ṣe kí ni tán fìyà jẹ àwọn èèyàn tán fi bí pa àwọn èèyàn táwọn kan sọ ẹ̀mí wọn nù táwọn kan da aláìsàn ayé táwọn kan sì wà lórí ìdùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn dèní ojú gbogbo wa ló ṣe. Irú ìgbà yẹn àrà àwọn mọ̀lẹ́bí ẹ̀ yìí kí wọ́n jáde kí wọ́n wá sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára pé àbúrò wa àbí bọ̀dá wa bá wa wá nǹkan ṣe sóhun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí kò bójúmu ẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn ń bọ̀ ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ ń ṣépè wọ́n mọ̀ ń dárúkọ rẹ̀ wọ́n yọjú ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n lè yọjú ní ìsìn pé wọ́n ń fìyà jẹ bírọ́dà àtàwọn ẹjọ́ àwọn èèyàn tí mọ̀lẹ́bí wọn kú nítorí pọ́lísì tí arákùnrin tí ó ṣe ẹjọ́ kí ni wọ́n fẹ́ káwọn yẹn ṣe kí ni wọ́n fẹ́ kàn sọ ta ló máa jà fáwọn yẹn ta ló máa béèrè ikú tó pa àwọn yẹn lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn wọ̀nyí ẹ sì já tẹ̀síwájú.
The constitutional law, here we are today. 3 courts have said release him on bail. He's not running away for God's sake. And you can imagine a situation where 2 military...
Ṣẹ̀gbọ́n, only he's not running away for God's sake. What gives us the assurance that he's not going to run away? Like, the Siani. That was how báwọn èèyàn kan ṣe jáde náà nìyẹn tó sọ fún wa gbà yẹn pé wọ́n fi lẹ́nà kan jó lọ tọ́jú ara ẹ̀ kò lè sá lọ náà ó rẹ̀ ó nílò tọ́jú. So where is she today? Where are those people today? Ẹ jẹ́ rán yín létí tán bá ní ẹ ṣèbí wọ́n gba béèlì ẹ̀ ṣèbí àwọn onídùúró kan wà àwọn onídùúró dèsí ánídà lẹ́nìí ṣé wọ́n ti mú wọn? No! Ẹ sọ jẹ́ ara yín wake up. Wake up. It is a lawless country. You have vagabonds in power. And the people parading the corridors of power are all vagabonds. They are all birds of the same feather. And they are flocking together. They are just deceiving you and I. Yes. You and I knows the truth. Okay? Part of, actually, the first step towards resolving our problem is the dissolution of that country called Nigeria, whereby everybody can go their separate way. Yes. Forget about whatever will happen between us as brothers when we separate, because that was an argument somebody had with me recently. Okay? Ìjà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ gan tí mo ní ọ̀gbẹ́ni fìyẹn lẹ̀. Kò síjà tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà yẹn tá à tí máa jà ń sìn tí ò ti máa ṣẹlẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀. So with the current situation, ṣé à kí ń bára wa jà? Ṣé à kí ń sọ̀rọ̀ síra wa? Ṣé à kí ń búra wa pé àwọn ọmọ Èkìtì yẹn ni àwọn ọmọ Ògùn ni wọ́n rò pé àwọn ní kinní kan, àwọn ọmọ Oǹdó ní kinní kan, àwọn ọmọ Kwara yẹn wọ́n ti ṣe kinní kan jù. We are doing that already. So we are not going to lose anything. Kò sí nǹkan kan tá a fẹ́ lose. The only thing tó lè happen tá a bá pín ò ní pé we will do better than what we have been doing. Gbogbo a máa jà àti ń jà already. Ìjà ti wà. So kò ń ṣe pé a fẹ́ pín yẹn kọ́ ló fẹ́ díjà lẹ̀. No, gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́yìn kan ń gbé wá yẹn a máa jà kò ṣeé ṣe ìjà máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Already ìgbà wo la jà? So wọ́n nǹkan tẹ́mi mọ̀ tí wọ́n máa ń sọ ni pé you cannot continue doing the same thing and expect to get a different result. You will always get the same result. That was why nígbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ selection táwọn kan ní bàbá Tinubu ti jáde ó yá ẹ dákẹ́ ẹ pẹnu mọ́ ẹ mọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation mọ́. That was why we told them pé we don't have nothing against Baba Tinubu, but the situation on ground is not about Baba Tinubu coming out to be president for Nigeria. No, the situation on ground is for Nigeria to dissolve, for the Yoruba people to go their separate way, the Igbo people to go their separate way, and the Hausas to go their separate way, whereby we can settle and resolve our issues amicably. Then, resolution, amicable resolution, that is what we are calling for. Don't let me use the word was, because it's not passed yet. We're still on it. We're calling for a resolution. We're not calling for war. Well, we're not calling that when we separate, we don't want to talk to each other or we want to be fighting wars with each other. Like Asari Dokub was saying, àwọn Igbo wọn ní lè fly kọjá, planning pé ó máa já plane wọn bọ́, idiot nìyẹn tiẹ̀. Mo ṣì ń bọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. Ara àwọn problem, major problem ni ọ̀gbẹ́ni yẹn that needs to be taken care of. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, very important. They need to take care of that problem right there. Otherwise, ọmọ àdàbí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn bàbá wa nìkan ní kékeré láti ń ta kíni láti ń pẹ̀ka àrókò torí tó bá dàgbà tán ó má máa gbẹ̀bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹni. Ó sì ṣe é ṣe báyìí. They can take care of that issue right now. But if they allow what he's doing now to thrive, that man will become a major problem to everybody. Mo ṣì ń bọ̀ mẹ́. Now, brother ẹlẹgbọ́n tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ èyí tó ń pariwo tó ń bara jẹ́ tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ bíi pé wọ́n ń fìyà jẹ bọ̀dá tiẹ̀ àbábúrò ẹ̀ ni. But ẹni tí wọ́n ń pariwo tó ń jà fún yìí òun fẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn kan tàfàlà, àwọn èèyàn kan ti ẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn kan ti ṣòfò torí nǹkan tóun ṣe. So why do you expect me to pity your brother? Why do you expect me to come out and be shouting pé ohun tó ń ṣe fún ò dáa? Wọ́n jọ ń jẹ́ ni náà, wọ́n jọ ń ṣe ni. Look at the brother himself. Ẹ ti rí i pé gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n jọ pín owó yín mọ́wọ́, wọ́n jọ jẹ owó yín lélẹ́yìí. Mo ṣì ń bọ̀ náà. Àti àwọn lọ́yà tó wà.
Federal government military apparatus are fighting themselves, manhandling the commander of the prison commission. It is a disgrace to this nation. It is a complete disgrace. Complete disgrace. How else are we going to describe this? What is the fate of the poor man if this is happening today?
Ẹgbọ́n, ìgbà yìí láàárọ̀ tarúgbó ń kọgbá. Ó ń béèrè pé what is the fate of the poor man if this could happen today. Nítorí òun náà mọ̀ pé multi-billionaire òun ni brother òun tí wọ́n arrest tí wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn fún. So he's asking, what will be the fate of the poor man? But how many poor men have undergone what your brother is undergoing right now? What did you say then? What did your brother say? What did you do then? What did your brother do to stop it? Nothing. Because it didn't affect you as at that time. Ohun tó sọ tó dùn mí jù ni pé brother òun ó serve country fún 9 good years. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ṣé brother ẹ serve country àbí country serve brother ẹ? Brother rẹ jí owó kó ní, ó fẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn ṣòfò. Your brother never served the country. Your brother make the country dry. He joined hands with the cabals and the evil perpetrators to make that country dry and to help them fund Boko Haram and the Fulani bandits. Yes, that was exactly what your brother did with the power that was given to him. So I don't know what this man is preaching right here. And this man will go to church, call himself a Christian. Right? Truth be told, ẹ̀tàn tá a ṣe fúnra wa tá a tanra wa jẹ pẹ̀lú religion, ó ti tó. Ẹ jẹ́ kó rí oníkálukú wa pé kétí wa ṣí kójú wa là. I'm not preaching against religion. I'm not asking you not to practice whatever religion you like. But I'm asking you, examine things. Look at things critically and ask yourself questions that will appeal to your senses and to your brain. Okay? Is this right? If the Bible says don't do this, why are people doing it? Then at the end of the day, when they get caught, they will still show up proudly, holding the Bible, holding the Quran, as if they are the most holy on earth. Stop deceiving yourself. Ìgbà tó ń bọ̀ ń sin kò kádàá dání o, kò gbé àwọn agogo dání pé ológun lòun, ọlọ́ya lòun, kò mọ́ṣẹ́ Ṣàngó dání o, àbí Bíbélì ló gbé dání. Trying to prove and appeal to the Christian community pé I'm one of you o, wọ́n ti mú mi o, wọ́n fẹ́ wọ́n fìyà jẹ mí o, you see? That's the hypocrisy in religion. I've not seen any prophet, any pastor, any bishop come out and condemn. Yes, I've seen some. Àwọn tá a mọ̀. They have always been on the path of the truth. But I'm talking about the so-called well-known, world-renowned preachers, our fathers in the Lord, our daddy GOs and mommy GOs. I've not seen any of them come out and talk about it. Pé Emefiele, ohun tó ṣe yìí, òun bà Kristẹni lójú jẹ́ ni, nítorí pé ó hùwà bí Kristẹni nígbà tó wà lórí ipò. Ohun tó ṣe, ó gbẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn kan. Àṣemáṣe tó ṣe, ó mú àwọn kan wà lórí ààrẹ ìdìsìn. I've not seen any of them say that. Probably this same man, Emefiele, àtàwọn family ẹ̀ tẹ́ ń rí, they are going to some pastors, some daddy GOs behind the curtain, asking them to pray for them, asking them to do some special stuff so that Emefiele will walk away scot-free and nothing will happen. And gladly, bó bá jẹ́ owó náà gbé wá, bó bá jẹ́ nǹkan náà wá fi tọrẹ pé ẹ ṣáà bá wa ṣàdúrà ẹ̀bẹ̀ Ọlọ́run, they will gladly collect it from them and they will be rendering such prayers or doing whatever they know to do. Pé kó má jẹ́jọ́ kó jáde. Ẹ wá sọ pé kò ní sí jìyà fẹ́ṣẹ̀ ńlẹ̀ ayé yìí. Ilé ayé yìí lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín máa ti jìyà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yín. Èmi ò tiẹ̀ nígbàgbọ́ pé ọ̀run kankan ti wà tẹ́ ti fẹ́ lọ jìyà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Èmi ò nígbàgbọ́ pé ọ̀run àpáàdì kankan wà. It's a make-believe to deceive us so that you can get away by perpetrating all your evil acts. And then making us believe, brainwashing us, leave them alone. They are going to go to hell. No, you are not going to any hell. You are going to pay for all the evils you are perpetrating on this earth before you leave. Yes. Lágbára Ọlọ́run láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, lágbára gbogbo tó wù tó tẹ̀lé ayé dúró, tó ṣe ojú òfurufú tààrí yìí, tèmi ò mọ̀ o, ẹ jìyà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yín nílé ayé kẹ́ tó lọ ni, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ìtànjẹ àtẹ̀tàn tẹ́ ń ṣe fún wa, ọ̀run rere, ọ̀run àpáàdì so that ẹ máa get away pẹ̀lú gbogbo evil act yín. Ilé ayé yìí ni Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè yóò ti bá wa yanjú ẹ̀ fún gbogbo yín kẹ́ tó lọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo èyí tó bá lọ́wọ́ nínú pípa àwọn èèyàn lẹ́kúnjayé, torí kì í ṣe gbogbo ẹni tó gbé ìbọn tó ń jalè tó ń rọ́ọ̀bù lórí highway tó ń pààyàn kiri tó ń fọ́lé onílé nìkan kọ́ ló ń pààyàn lẹ́kúnjayé. Ìwọ tó fi ọgbọ́n jìbìtì gba owó lọ́wọ́ ẹni ẹlẹ́ni àgbà lọ́wọ́ Mary, you are doing the same thing that man carrying gun, robbing people on the highway. You are no different from him or her. You are the same. Ìjìyà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kan náà ló máa wà fún yín lágbára Ọlọ́run láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ilé ayé ìlẹ̀dẹ̀ ti máa jẹ́, ilé ayé ni gbogbo yín ti máa jẹ́. Alàgbà Samson Adékúnlé, ẹ ṣé gan ni, ẹ káàbọ̀. Ilé ayé ilẹ̀ ti máa jẹ́, gbogbo rọ́tẹ̀ ń pa fún wa pé there is heaven, there is hell. I'm not saying it's not possible, but none of you have been there and come back to really verify and tell us pé that is the way it is. So in as much as you cannot really, there's no evidence to show that. I strongly believe that that was a gimmick. Those were lies you are telling us, that you are feeding us, so you can get away with your crimes. Why we are believing pé ẹ jẹ́ kí èmi mọ̀ ṣe dáadáa, ẹ ṣáà fi wọ́n lẹ̀, wọ́n lọ jìyà wọn lọ́run, èmi ń lọ ọ̀run rere. That's a lie. You just created a backdoor for yourself to get away with your crimes. And that's what you are spreading. That's what you are preaching to us. Àmọ́ lágbára Ọlọ́run láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àtìlé ayé ni gbogbo yín ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa jìyà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yín. Emefiele yìí, ó ń lọ chọ́ọ̀chì kan, ó ní pásítọ̀, àbí? Ó ní Daddy G.O. Where are they when he was doing everything he did? Did they counsel him? Did they talk to him? Did they tell him? Did they preach the Bible to him? Did they tell him pé Ọlọ́run ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀, ohun tó ń ṣe yìí ó ń pa ọmọlàkejì lára, Bíbélì ò kọ́ wa bẹ́ẹ̀. Ara ìbẹ̀rù bojo tó sì wà lára wa kan tó bá wa dàgbà are those stuff they taught us in Sunday school nígbà tá a wà lọ́mọdé. Ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ pààyàn, ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ jalè, ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ojú kòkòrò sí ohun ìní ọmọlàkejì ẹ, ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ kórìíra ọmọlàkejì ẹ, àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ó sì wà lọ́kàn wa. Ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe inúnibíni. Gbogbo ẹ̀ tí wọ́n sọ fún wa láti kékeré yẹn ó wà lọ́pọlọ wa, àgbàgbé dìsìn. Even when we are dealing with our fellow brothers and sisters, even with strangers, we always take caution not to hurt them or not to appear as if we are cheating them, because ó ti lòdì sí ohun tí wọ́n fi kọ́ wa láti kékeré pé ara òfin mẹ́wàá tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè fẹ́ jẹ́ ká mọ̀. Ìdá irọ́ ni òótọ́ ni is a good guideline láti máa follow, láti mọ béèyàn ó ṣe máa relate pẹ̀lú ọmọlàkejì ẹ̀, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni? Nígbà tí mo ti gbọ́ pé wọ́n ní ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ pànìyàn, ohun tí ò dáa ni. Èrò ìpànìyàn pé kí n wá lọ ro tèèyàn ń bi pé mo fẹ́ pa àbí kán bá mi pa kò lè wá sọ́kàn mi, because ẹ̀rù yẹn á máa bà mí always ni pé àwọn ìwé mímọ́ máa sọ pé ká má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, ohun tí Elédùmarè ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí ni. Pé mi ò gbọ́dọ̀ kórìíra ọmọlàkejì mi. So when I see my fellow brothers or sisters, I'm not going to hate them. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ṣé Emefiele ṣé ó fẹ́ràn ọmọlàkejì ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìwà tó wù yẹn? Because truth be told, he never thought about other people when he was doing whatever he did. He was only thinking about himself and his family, right? Because kí ló fẹ́ fi gbogbo owó yẹn ṣe, kí ló fẹ́ fi gbogbo nǹkan ṣe yẹn ṣe? Even ipò yẹn gan, ipò yẹn, àwọn àgbà Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní àkúkù joyè ó sàn jẹnu mi ò kálù lọ. Because if some people want to put up the argument pé there is nothing he could do. No, there are so many things he could have done. Ní àwọn ilẹ̀ òkèèrè, àwọn ìlú tó ti dàgbàsókè táwa mọ̀, l'Amẹ́ríkà ń bí, ní UK, in such situations, when their hands are tied and there's no leeway, there's no way out, they will resign, they will retire, and they will come out and have a press conference and tell the masses the reason why they retired. If they are being forced to do something that is not right, they will come out and say, okay, I don't want to do this. That's why I'm retiring. If they have made a mistake, they will come out and say, I'm retiring because I have committed this crime. That is the way it's been done in the developed world. These are the same people that say, okay, and copy on down show. But I notice that la man copy be, we throw them away. And it should have been the other way around. We should have copied what is good and throw away the bad ones and find our own means to even make the good ones better, to work for our own, based on our culture and tradition. You see, no matter what you say, no matter where you go, you cannot throw away our culture and tradition. That is very important, and that is key. Take it or leave it. Even in these religions that you are all fighting for, that you are shouting today, Christianity and Islam, our culture and traditions are still embellished, entrenched deeply in it, yes, because you fashion it well after the old tradition from Iseshe, where they have the chief priest as the mouthpiece of God. Now you replace them with your chief imam and Daddy Gio, our daddy in the Lord, our mommy in the Lord. You replace the chief priest with those. You are always saying, we are waiting to hear from them to tell us what God told them. So you can see, you still have our culture and tradition embellished in your religion. But you are trying to bamboozle us and cajole us and say, there's nothing good in our culture and tradition. The people that brought us religion, what we all know is this: when somebody wants to make you a slave, they have to take away everything that makes you unique. I will not stop saying it. I will continue saying it. Go and research it. And to buttress my point, go and look for the movie Roots on YouTube. It's right there. Watch it. When they took Kinta Kinte, when they brought him to America, they gave him the name Toby to change his name. So that way they can overpower him and control him. But he refused. They kept beating him. They kept beating him. He kept refusing until one day he realized that if he doesn't give up and take the new name, they are going to kill him. His whole back was damaged. And all the black people who are supposed to be his brother, they are helpless. They couldn't help him. So every time, because they beat him in their presence, just to create fear in their mind. And to also make him, Kinta Kinte, realize that if you say you are strong-headed, you are not going to give up. Look at the fear and the pain in your brothers and sisters' eyes. Nígbà míì tá a bá torí iṣu jẹpo, a máa torí epo jẹṣu. Ẹ máa ń gbọ́ táwọn bàbá wa ní atakóró wọnú àdó ò lè gbọmọ ẹ̀ wọnú ẹ̀. Tí Kinta Kinte bá ní ẹ mọ̀ nà mí, kò dùn mí, mi ò ní change orúkọ mi. Ṣùgbọ́n tó ń rí ẹkún tí àwọn èèyàn ẹ̀ tó wà níbi tán ti ń lù ú tí wọ́n ń sun àti ìbànújẹ́ tó ń bá wọn, inú ẹ̀ ò lè dùn sí i tó bá wò pé torí tèmi náà sì ṣe ń sunkún o, wọ́n ṣe wà nínú ìbànújẹ́, ìyà tán fi ń jẹ mí. So because of them, he gave up. And he finally took the name Toby. Then he bought the presidential form. 100 million. Then now, ibẹ̀ ni Toby yẹn ní Kinta Kinte ti wò pé okay, èmi bá ní kò dùn mí, tán bá nà mí pé tán bá máa nà mí pa, kán nà mí pa. Báwọn èèyàn yìí, èmi ni mò ń kó wọn sínú ìyọnu tí mo jẹ́ ń sunkún gbogbo gbà, tí mò ń fún wọn ní pain torí tèmi náà ṣe ń sunkún. Ṣé bó orúkọ ni, let me take it. And he called out the name Toby. Ìgbà yẹn nínú amúnisìn tó fẹ́ mú sìn, inú wọn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá dùn pé àgbo ni ó dé adìyẹ gbẹ̀yìn àti sọ fún ẹ. The same method yẹn náà ni wọ́n devise tí wọ́n gbé sínú religion when they came. Tí wọ́n sọ fún wa pé wọ́n jẹ́ Ògúndépò mọ́, wọ́n jẹ́ Ṣàngódélé mọ́. Take the name Michael, take the name John, take the name Peter. Let me ask you, before Peter met Jesus Christ, what was his name? If his name was Peter, so what now makes you think the name Peter has anything to do with Christianity? It's got nothing to do with it. You must be a fool to believe the name Peter has anything to do with Christianity. That is just a name from that part of the world. Wọ́n tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ Mùsùlùmí, kí ló mú ẹ rò pé Abdulkini kan ní anything ṣe pẹ̀lú religion tó ń ṣe? If the person that bears that name while he was following the holy prophet was already going by that name, so what makes you think that name is so special that you have to throw away your own given name and replace it with that? Kí ló mú ẹ rò bẹ́ẹ̀? What is unique about it? But if you think about it deeply, is that not another better way to make you forget who you are? If I'm telling you that, okay, with this religion I'm introducing to you, you have to do away with your own given name and take the name after these people, which means technically I'm brainwashing you. I'm bringing you into my own culture and belief. And at the end of the day, it spreads like wildfire all across. And technically, I'm making you forget about everything that makes you unique without forcing you. Without forcing you now. Remember, when they came and started taking people away as slaves, they were forcing them to change their name. But now they don't need to force you. They are not forcing us anymore. We are gladly taking the names by ourselves. Somebody like me, my parents didn't name me Michael. I chose the name Michael when I got baptized. The names given to me are Yoruba names, no foreign names. But when I got baptized as a Christian, I chose the name Michael. And also, that was my dad's name. So I love the name. I chose it. But technically, we've been brainwashed to an extent where nobody needs to force you to, change your ways and adapt to somebody else's way. Máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ kìíní kan mo ní ẹ fi ẹranko ẹ fi ṣàpèjúwe. Gbogbo ẹranko tí Ọlọ́run dá ó fún oníkálùkù ní agbára títí wọn. And he gave them that power according to nǹkan tó ti rí mọ́ra wọn pé ìwọ bí mo ṣe wá dá ẹ tó kéré yìí gbogbo wọn mọ̀mọ́ yàn ọ́ jẹ́ fún wọn ní nǹkan kan tí wọn náà fi jù wọn lọ bó ṣe kéré tó yìí. Àwọn kan máa kọrin wá ní tó bá fojú di mí tó bá ní mo kéré ìjà kéèké ò dá ṣé ìkankan nu wá ń sìn ká lè fojú di àkéèké ká nítorí ó kéré ká lọ gbẹ́sẹ̀ wá sórí ẹ̀. No, a máa sá ni. Tá a bá rí gan ọ̀nà bí a ṣe máa kọ́kọ́ gẹ̀ẹ́tì ẹ̀ kó má bàa fi poison ẹ̀ kó má fi ta wá la máa wá. Ọlọ́run mọ̀ kó tó fún nírú agbára yẹn. Ẹ wo líìlí mo máa ń sọ dáadáa àwọn ẹ̀gún tẹ́ rí lára yẹn bó ṣe kéré tó yẹn. Ẹranko tó máa bá fa wàhálà nù gbó tí líìlí yẹn bá rí i pé trouble ń bọ̀ danger ń bọ̀ Elédùmarè ti ṣìkẹ́ ẹ̀. Once you sense trouble, I give you the power. Ẹ̀gún máa jáde lára ẹ̀ ó máa shoot arrow láì ní bow and arrow lọ́wọ́ ó máa shoot ẹ̀gún yẹn ni bínú bá ṣe bí sí ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lèyí tó máa yọ sára ẹ̀ máa yọ sára ẹ̀. Ẹ wò jàpá bó ṣe slow tó bó ṣe tó bá sense danger kí ló máa ṣe ó máa kárí wọnú asá sínú shell yẹn ó kù nǹkan tó fẹ́ gbé jáde nínú shell yẹn. Ó kù nǹkan tó fẹ́ gbé jáde nínú shell yẹn. Ọ̀dọ̀ èmi ò ṣe rí bọ̀ wọ́n ní wọ́n tó bá ṣe mistake tó bá lọ kọwọ́ bọ ibi díẹ̀ níbi iṣẹ́ yẹn tó bá pàdé mẹ́ ló bá tán. Elédùmarè wá dá àwọn yẹn sí àyè tiwọn nìyẹn, ó fún wọn ní nǹkan tiwọn, ó dá yín sáàyè tiyín, ó fún yín ní nǹkan tiyín. Àwa la ṣàyọjú ràn àkùkọ funfun wa láàmọ̀págbà ni wá, la fira wa wọlẹ̀. Mo rí Ọbásanjọ́ lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta bóyá náà àbíjẹta ó ń sọ̀rọ̀, ó ní Nàìjíríà ló betray Africa due to poor leadership. But ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ kọ́ ló ń padà sí yẹn? But in our own time, it is not Nigeria. It is we, the Yoruba people, that are making the black people to suffer up till now. Until that day, that we, the Yoruba people, gain our freedom and show to the rest of Africans, but no, it is not Nigeria, it is we. Then we will start making a pathway, and then we will show the whole world, together as Africans, that no, black people, we are not inferior to anybody. In fact, we are the superior race, truth be told. But and then to get ourselves out of it and move on. Idiots, stupid people like Emefiele, idiot and stupid people like his brothers and all his sympathizers, idiot and stupid people bí àwọn tó máa lọ ń gbowó lọ́wọ́ olóṣèlú lọ dìbò nígbà tá a bá níyẹn kọ́ lọ́rọ̀ wa kàn wọ́n ní jẹ́ wọ́n ní gbà. Òun lèmi àti yín náà la ṣe ní láti ṣe kíni ká sán ṣòkòtò wa kó le. Òun ṣèjà. We need to intensify our efforts. Do more campaign. Yes, be more aggressive in our approach. We are not fighting. We are not acquiring anything or using anything. No, but be more focal. Speak out more. Speak out more. Má sọ pé kò kàn, má sọ pé mi ò mọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ sọ. Àwọn tó ti sọ yẹn náà ti tó. Okay, help us spread it. Help us spread it. Ẹ jẹ́ n tún fún yín lápẹẹrẹ kan. In Christianity, ẹ rí pé ìgbà tó dáàrin kan tí wọ́n bá ń preach gospel ní Yorùbá, ẹ rí pé wọ́n mú ẹnìkan sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tí ó máa translate ẹ̀ ní English. It's because they realize pé we need to carry everybody along. Ẹ wo àwọn Mùsùlùmí, wọ́n ní àwọn kan ajánásì. Tí àfáà bá ti ń sọ, ajánásì ó máa reiterate ẹ̀. And then it probably will make it sound funny or loud to where people will concentrate and pay attention. Lílé tó ń ṣàpẹẹrẹ tó ń sọ fẹ́mi àtẹ̀yìn pé those things are reasonable and they are necessary. They are needed. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, àmọ̀yàn kan tó ń ṣe skit, tó ń ṣe comedy that is acting like bí tàwọn àfáà yẹn. And you see how people love him. You see how people watch him when he comes out. That tells you right there. That's a medium of communication right there. It has nothing to do with religion. It's something that was devised to gain or to capture the interest of people, to make them pay attention. Both religion. And if you look at them, whenever they do that, they capture people's attention. Because if I'm a pastor, I'm speaking in Yoruba, somebody is translating in English. Even sometimes they make it funny. You know, at times some of those people interpreting that you think they don't know the right words to use. They do, but they will use something that is funny just to make you laugh so that you will not forget. Just to make you laugh so that you won't forget. Àwa náà ti láwọn ọ̀gá kan lé ẹ̀kọ́ tán ṣerú ẹ̀ fún wa. Ká lè rántí àwọn pọ́ìntì kan tó ṣe kókó. Wọ́n mọ̀ wọ́n á sọ àwọn nǹkan kan tó jẹ́ pé when you hear it, you laugh, it's funny. So you will not forget. Ìjọ tó bá dẹ̀ rántí, àwọn sọ pé okay, nǹkan báyìí là ń ṣe. Topic ni nǹkan tá a sọ ni, this was the key point. And then it will come back to your mind, to your memory. Ẹ jẹ́ àtẹ̀síwájú.
To somebody that served a nation for 9 good years. My brother is not going to run away. He served this nation for 9 good years. And is this the way you are going to treat somebody that served a nation for 9 good years? To pay him back in this way? This is not fair. We are all Nigerians.
So, is it fair or not? Did Emefiele serve you for 9 good years? If you say yes, he did he serve you righteously and judiciously? Or did he just help himself to some of your resources? Because there is a difference between service to humanity and service to self. Lọ́dọ̀ tèmi, ó ṣàfù ara ẹ̀, àpò ara ẹ̀, àtàwọn fámílì ẹ̀, àtọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀, àtàwọn kàbá àtàn fi síbẹ̀, àtàwọn Boko Haram, àtàwọn Fulani bandits. He didn't serve me. And neither did he serve my people. Mi ò dẹ̀ nígbàgbọ́ pé ó serve Yorùbá people lọ́dọ̀ tèmi ni o.
Well, let me take another tweet. This is from Inibehe Effiong. He wrote, "The SSS has recorded yet another point in its long list of infamy and impunity. The show of shame at the Federal High Court in Lagos is a vindication of those of us who have said time and time again that this so-called law enforcement agency is nothing but a political and partisan tool in the hands of every occupant of Asari Rock. It is very disgusting to see the crude desecration of the Federal High Court in Lagos by the SSS. The court ordered that Emefiele should be remanded in the correctional center, but the reckless and lawless SSS, in its usual character, went after Emefiele in flagrant violation of the order of the court. Such despicable sight should not be tolerated in a constitutional democracy. Mr. Tinubu retained Mr. Bichi as the DG of SSS because Bichi is ever willing to deploy the agency to witch hunt Tinubu's perceived political foes. When Godwin Emefiele was suspended as the CBN governor, many Nigerians wrongly assumed that his suspension was aimed at holding him accountable for his terrible monetary policies and any infraction he may have committed under the corrupt Buhari regime. However, all that the government has been able to come up with so far are two ridiculous and dubious charges of illegal possession of firearms, while Asari Dokub, who has publicly displayed assault rifle, is busy raising a private army and walking freely. The SSS shamelessly went after Emefiele over possession of primitive guns. Tinubu must accept responsibility for the invasion of the court. The judiciary is now at the mercy of a lawless agency of executive arm of government. I call on the judiciary to rise up and defend its integrity and independence."
You heard everything this man wrote, but look at his name. I'm sorry, I have to point this out. His name is Inibehe Effiong. He's of the Igbo descent, right? Ọmọ Igbo ni. Now, to him, òun ò rí bíi pé Emefiele ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá lọ wo content comment ẹ̀ àti gbogbo ohun tó ń drive at nígbà tó yẹ pé wọ́n ń fìyà jẹ lórí àìṣẹ̀. But láàrin èmi àtẹ̀yìn, ṣé Emefiele ṣẹ̀ àbí kò ṣẹ̀? Now, they might be charging him wrongly pé firearms nǹkan kan. No. This same Inibehe Effiong, where was he? Nígbà tí wọ́n lọ réèdì ilé olóyè Chief Dr. Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho sà. Why didn't he write such comments? Ṣóun ò sí lára àwọn tó ń yọ̀ tó ń dunnú pé ṣègbó sọ pé òun ní kinní kan ò lè ṣẹlẹ̀, ó ṣe sá lọ, right? But nísìnyí, òun jẹ́ ọmọ Igbo and possibly bóyá lọ́ọ̀yà ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ wa kan Emefiele ń sìn, ó ń kọrú statement yìí. Ẹ̀sùn kí ni wọ́n fi kan àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn tí DSS mú? Is it not the same thing náà máa ń ṣe? Ẹlòmíì gan tí wọn bá bọ́n lẹ̀, wọ́n á lọ wá bọ́n kó jọ, wọ́n á kó lẹ̀, wọ́n á ní àwọn nǹkan táwọn bá ń lẹ̀ ní, nǹkan táwọn arrest ẹ̀ fún ni. I mean, it's a common thing. That's the way they operate. That's their mode of operation. So I don't know why this guy is talking about kò ṣe nǹkan kan. But I still wonder why tí wọ́n fi ẹ̀sùn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ tó dájú dáadáa yẹn tí wọ́n fi kan ọ̀gbẹ́ni. But nínú ìwádìí mi àti ohun tí mo ń ṣe, ohun tí mo padà come to conclusion ni pé okay, tó bá máa fẹ̀sùn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yẹn kàn, wọ́n máa ní láti lọ gbé Buhari náà. Because Emefiele ò lè dá ọwọ́ wú tí Buhari ò bá fọwọ́ sí. Tó bá máa fi ẹ̀sùn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yẹn kàn, wọ́n máa lọ gbé Senate president, because he was sitting there when all these things happened. He didn't do anything. He didn't question it. Tòrọ́ máa ní láti bèèrè náà níbẹ̀rẹ̀ pé ṣé o rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni? Nígbà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ kí ló ṣe, ìgbésẹ̀ wo lẹ gbé? Àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ní ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn máa tabá lọ́wọ́ àti lẹ́sẹ̀. So in order to avoid that, they have to come up with something else, cook up a story. And some people still believe pé okay, ìjìyà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ pé ó ra fọ́ọ̀mù ó contest against Tinubu náà fẹ́ fi jẹ́, which èmi sọ fún yàn kan pé kò sí nǹkan tó kàn mí pẹ̀lú wọ́n contest against Tinubu, wọ́n contest against Tinubu. Kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó kàn mí pẹ̀lú Tinubu ló fẹ́ fìyà jẹ. But what I know ni pé ọ̀gbẹ́ni ó ṣẹ̀ lábẹ́ òfin, ó dẹ̀ yẹ kó jìyà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. So gbogbo argument táwọn èèyàn wọ̀nyí tí wọ́n ń put up àtúntò ń sọ, it's still not a good defense pé kò yẹ kó jìyà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
Well, a member of Lawyers in Defense of Democracy, Okere Kingdom, asked the federal government to apologize to Emefiele for labeling him a terrorist and called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to remove the DG of DSS, Yusuf Bichi, for being incompetent.
You labeled him a terrorist. Then he must apologize. Then we ask, you are charging him for possession of firearms when Asari Dokub is displaying his AK-47. Have you arrested Asari Dokub, recruiting militants, threatening to kill the entire Southeast people? You have not arrested him because he's doing your own bidding. Now you are coming to arrest Emefiele for possessing firearms. What about the bandits in the bush, in Sambisa? What about the bandits along Kaduna, Abuja-Kaduna Road? How many of them have they arrested? The bandits that are parading AK-47, how many of them have they arraigned for possessing AK-47? They don't know where the bandits are. If they don't know where the bandits are, don't they know the man who goes to visit the bandits and come out? Don't they know him? He goes to visit the bandits in the bush and come out. How many of those bandits in the bush that have AK-47 has the DSS arraigned? How many? Because Emefiele is from the southeast, or because he's from the south, that's Biazibo.
This is part of the problem right here. Did you hear what he just said? Gbogbo yín lẹ gbọ́ ohun tó sọ. Ó ní ṣé torí pé ó ti wá láti south east ni wọ́n ṣe ń treat ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. You see, tẹ́ bá pin tó ní kálukú lọ ń lọ ẹ̀, tí gbogbo wa jọ jẹ́ Yorùbá, tí gbogbo wọn jọ jẹ́ Ìgbò, tí gbogbo wọn jọ jẹ́ Haúsá, tí Emefiele irú àrándanrandan ìwà òsì tó wù yìí, ìlú wọn láàrin àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò wọn ló máa ti lọ wò sí wọn tó bá fẹ́ wo irú ẹ̀. Àárín wọn ni wọ́n ti máa bára wọn rorú ẹjọ́ yìí. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni yóò ní máa wá fẹ̀sùn kan gbogbo wa pé ṣé toró ti wá láti south east ló jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ máa treat ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Èmi náà ò ní lọ máa fẹ̀sùn kan ọmọ Ìgbò pé ṣé torí lágbájá ti wá láti south west ló jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣé torí pé lágbájá ti wá láti north ló jẹ́ máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Irú ẹ̀ ò ní máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Oníkálukú máa mọ̀ pé okay, ara wa ni. Ó ṣàṣemáṣe ni. Nǹkan tó fi dẹ̀ ní kí wọ́n ṣe fún òní wọ́n ń ṣe fún. Nobody will be able to put up such argument as this for any criminal, for any vagabond. But as long as tí àwọn èèyàn kan bá wà tán remain adamant, tí wọ́n yarí pé no, wá Nàìjíríà náà ni kíní kan, despite the fact pé wọ́n mọ̀ pé kò lè work. Gbogbo ẹnu ni mo máa fi ń sọ, mi ò ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa sọ. Ọbásanjọ́ gan mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ò work, kò dẹ̀ lè work, and it's not the right thing. But nítorí àtẹnujẹ ló ṣe ń ṣe gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣe. Nítorí ìwà burúkú tó kúnnú bàbá yẹn ni bàbá yẹn ṣe ń ṣe gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣe. Ẹ ṣáà gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta. Ó ní Nàìjíríà ló betray the rest of Africa torí poor leadership. Ẹ wá wo gbogbo lifespan Nàìjíríà, nǹkan tó ń pè ní Nàìjíríà nígbà tá a ti ń ṣèjọba àwa ara wa, yálà tó lógun àbí talágbádá, ó ní iye ọdún tó jẹ́ pé Ọbásanjọ́ ló ṣe olórí náà. Tàbá yọ. So ṣé òun ò sí lára àwọn leaders yẹn ni? Ara ohun tá à ń sọ nìyẹn tí àwọn àgbà Yorùbá máa ń sọ pé ohun táyé bá sọ ẹ́ dà, ó ní wọ́n á fi gbọ́ ẹ tó bá dọ̀la. The same Ọbásanjọ́ that was part of the system that got us to where we are is the same one now pointing accusing fingers, telling us what the problem is, telling us that Nigeria betrayed the rest of Africa. If you count the number of years till Nigeria took by independence, then deduct the number of years that Obasanjo ruled Nigeria. Then go ahead and deduct the number of years that his other boy, Babangida, ruled Nigeria. Then go to Buhari and deduct that too. Láwọn wèrè amọ̀kùn mẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọn wọ̀nyí. Òun la ṣe máa ń sọ fọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ pé yes, ọ̀tọ̀ ní ààyè àgbàlagbà, ọ̀tọ̀ nípò àgbà. Ọ̀tọ̀ ní pé èèyàn dàgbà, àbéèyàn lówó lọ́wọ́, àbóṣo lórí, ó ṣe ààrẹ. Ìyẹn ò mean pé àwọn ni the best set of people that can tell you the right thing. No. Especially in Africa, you should know that these people only work for their own selfish interest, and they are only after what they can gain or benefit. They are less concerned about the masses. I mean, the poor masses. They are less concerned about them. And our so-called pastors and imams and afars, most of them don't even care about us. As long as somebody gba wọn náà láàyè tán fún wọn ní leeway láti máa jẹ nǹkan tó wù wọ́n, máa ṣe nǹkan tó wù wọ́n, they will look the other way. They won't say anything. That is why up to now, you cannot see any of our so-called pastors or Daddy Gio and say, Emefiele is a disgrace by what he did. Some of them will still be saying, yeah, that's a faithful man. That's a man that believes in God. What sort of God will honor a man that put other people's life at risk? Tell me the name of that God. Tell me. Ẹ̀tàn tá à ń ṣe fúnra wa ìtànjẹ, ó ti tó gẹ́.
We must prosecute them. We must suppress them. In a country, you say we are united and our unity is in our diversity. You just talk, you don't walk the talk. In this country, rule of law must be entrenched. That is why we are here. He must apologize to Emefiele. DSS is not the law. They are established by a piece of legislation. This is a country that runs on law, on rule of law.
This man did not come out to say Emefiele has to pay for his crime. He didn't even say Emefiele needs to apologize to the poor masses for what he did. He said the country must apologize to a criminal. You see?
The Constitution is our ground norm. That is what we are saying. The Constitution has stipulated that there are three arms of government: executive, legislature, and judiciary. That is why we are crying out. Rule of law must be entrenched. That is the issue. It's not about Yusuf Magaji. He cannot give an order from his office to counter the court. He doesn't have that power. He doesn't. No matter the rifle his name parades, Magaji Yusuf, the DG of DSS, does not have the power to counter court order. He doesn't have the power. That's what we are saying. He is not established by himself. He's established by a piece of legislation. A piece of legislation that is not more than the Constitution. That is what we are crying out for. Tinubu sack this man. This man will give your government a bad image. This man will give your government a bad reputation. He has started with lawlessness, impunity. Look at the way they handled the officer of the Nigerian Correctional Service. Is that what we should expect in this country? We will continue to talk. Tinubu, you have started on the wrong note. The man you have left as DSS Director General is bringing disorderliness in the judicial system. He's desecrating the institution. Remove him, he's incompetent.
Let me take one more. I know Kingdom was here earlier this morning. I'll take a final tweet from Talo, who wrote, Emefiele brought this all on himself. Don't blame politicians for wasteful spending. It's their default setting. Emefiele, however, was protected by law, but he not only broke the law that protected him, he actually ran for office. Yes, he has been dumped, but he gambled the office of the central bank governor for political favor and lost. Today, he's dressed like a priest with a holy book, a teachable moment, not to mock, but to learn. There are many Emefieles locking, waiting, seeking who to devour for vainglory. God help
You
us
see?
all not to be too tempted. P.S. Don't get me wrong. This trial is a farce. Their objective is to run out the 10 o'clock on Emefiele because legally the president can't remove and replace him before his term is up. The DSS can only do this because to the international financial community, Emefiele is not an independent central bank governor, but a politically exposed person. If Emefiele remained within the confines of the CBN Act and got arrested, Nigeria would have been blacklisted from the credit markets. Fine.
I mean, a lot.
You see? And to comment, Omo Nkantonso, and he understands the game. He knows what is going on. But apart from that, only Emefiele should have been arrested and arraigned the right way, not the way they did it. He should have been arrested and arraigned the right way. It's simple now. People died based on what he did. So what is the problem? But like I said, because a lot of heads will have to roll if they have to treat the case the way it should be treated. So they are trying to avoid that. They are still trying to pacify some of the cabals. That is why they cannot, charge him on the right offense. But they have to do what? Come up with something so that they can just get him all alone by himself. And that is what you are saying, what you are seeing right now. That's why they are having problems.
To say as regards this, and Talo has also put in a dimension to this as regards the political dimension. And I think we have also said many things hitherto as regards. And I think out here, when that issue was brought forward as regards running for president, my condemnation was clear, my position was clear as regards that, because monetary policy is something else, presidency is something else. And even despite the fact that some people try to put a lot of argument forward, I took a very strong stand on that matter. But what we're talking about here is the root.
Let nobody tell me, thou shalt judge nobody. I'm not judging anybody. I'm just telling you the facts, and I'm showing you the facts. This man is a criminal. It's a disgrace to Christianity if he calls himself a Christian. You and I knew that. This man did some things that led to the loss of lives, that led to some people stripping themselves naked in the public. So I don't see how you want to justify it, that God wants somebody to do this. No, I don't know that God. I don't know that God. And I don't know or see how you can prove to me or convince me that it is okay. I don't know.
Rule of law.
Absolutely.
The fact that the rule of law is constantly desecrated in the country. And Emefiele is not the first issue. There's another one already pending, the case of Bawa, that nobody has said anything about. So we have cases like this, that the DSS fragrantly breaks, the rule of law. A judge has ruled something, they go contrary, and we see all the commotion, the tussle, the calisthenics, call it whatever name. But the question we keep saying is, and this is to President Tinubu, you fought for democracy in this country. You mobilized. Abacha was a tyrannical dictator then. Why can't we allow the rule of law have a foothold in our country? Why will the DSS be above the laws of the same land you fought for? What the DSS is doing at this point in time, please, can you point out to me how it's different from the flagrant disrespect for the rule of law General Sani Abacha did in his time?
Absolutely. Dr. Abati, Kingdom has called for the replacement of DSS DG. We saw Emefiele's...
and that is why campaigning, he told us hello for Kambale. The hello for Kambale, yes, the hello for Kambale that he told us is that he will restore hope. What he's doing now is like returning us to the past. Under President Buhari, that was when this was common. This is not new.
Yes.
The DSS will arrest people, they will take them to court, they will arraign them, and then right in the court premises, they will rearrest them again. So it's after a pattern. So where is the hope of the common man in the judiciary that the Tinubu administration is restoring? what's his name? Kingdom Okere is not in a position to dictate to the president of Nigeria who to hire or fire, saying you should sack Bichi and all that. That's beyond them. That's overzealous. But the president has a responsibility to ensure that agencies of state do not misbehave and violate the rule of law. You cannot say the order of a magistrate court is superior to that of a high court. And they kept saying in the reports that order from above, who is that character? Who gave that order from above?
Dr. Bati, all we call
and then the CBN governor is being charged for possession of firearms and all that.
Absolutely.
If you recall, it was the same thing they did to former National Security Advisor, Colonel Sambu Dasuki.
Yes.
Everybody was talking about Dasuki money, security money, and all that. The only thing he was ever charged for was for illegal possession of firearms. Nobody knows what it is.
Absolutely.
Exactly that happened.
All right, Dr. Bati, we have to take the story.
Bàbá mi Jaya, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ẹ kújọ́ mẹ́ta. Ẹ ṣé gan ni Ọlọ́run á pọ́n yín lé o. You are welcome, sir.
Because it relates to our story. We'll take our final story. Former militant leader Asari Dokub has made headlines again. This time, he won the governor of Rivers State, Sim Fubara, in a video that has now gone viral, to stay clear of his business. Otherwise, he will be dealt with. Dokub was reacting to claims that the governor has given marching orders to the Nigerian military in the state to clamp down on his newly inaugurated militia.
When I put on well, made them fear, made them gear up. Same, if they when Nnamdi Kanu put 100 million bounty for a Oga head, is a poor one here, so we can head. That I know get mouth to talk. We have the capacity to turn Rivers upside down.
Ṣé gbogbo alágbọ́n tó sọ ó láwọn ní agbára láti tọ̀nù River State upside down. Ẹgbẹ́ mò ń tẹnu mọ́ kínní ìlẹ́nujọ́ mẹ́ta pé bọ̀bọ́ yìí ní nǹkan ìjagun àti ọmọ ogun already tó lè fi da nǹkan rú. And then kò dúró níbẹ̀, ó ń lẹ̀ mọ́ ààrẹ Tinubu, ó ń pe Tinubu, ó ń súnmọ́ Tinubu, ó ń sọ̀rọ̀, ó tó ń pledge allegiance sí Tinubu. Already ọ̀gbẹ́ni ti ní nǹkan ìjagun, ó ní àwọn ọmọ ogun lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. But àlùwàlá ológin ní ẹ̀ ọgbọ́n àti kẹrànjẹ ni. Ó wá ń dọ́gbọ́n, ó ń ṣe bí ẹni tó nífẹ̀ẹ́ pé ó ní nǹkan kan tó fẹ́ ṣe láti protect anything. No. Ẹ̀rù bọ̀bọ́ yìí, ó yẹ kó máa ba everybody. Ewu ti wà lóko Lóńgẹ́ already. Lóńgẹ́ fúnra rẹ̀ ewu ni. All this gentility tó ṣì ń ṣe, all this callousness, ẹ má rò pé bóyá kò lè ṣe nǹkan kan o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, tí wọ́n bá fojú di, tí wọ́n bá gbà láàyè, ṣe rí pé ìhàlẹ̀ yẹn ti ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀, and then egungun yẹn ti ń gùn díẹ̀díẹ̀. Odidi gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ kan ló ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn o. Ẹ máa gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ sí, ẹ máa gbọ́ ohun tó sọ fún. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ kan ló ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn o. Odidi ìpínlẹ̀ kan ló ń sọ yẹn tó láwọn lè dàrú o, àsìn òun àti àwọn ọmọ ogun òun, àwọn lè da ìpínlẹ̀ yẹn rú. Ẹ máa gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ.
But we did not do it. They rig election, it's in government house. The person where they beat that drum with her, making the wood where they beat drum, the stick where they can't beat drum. Sometimes they break. We no look for in trouble or make himself no look for our trouble, because if he look for our trouble, he go. If he look for our trouble, he go do what? Under the constitution of Nigeria, whether he be governor or he be anything, we equal to him. He no be anybody. He's just an ordinary citizen like Dr. Asari.
All right, Ayo, what have we become? This is the second time we're taking Asari Dokub's story this week alone. He's there threatening a governor.
This is evidence. The DSS should be on his
Absolutely.
case. They also have brought him in for questioning instead of targeting other Nigerians who have been charged for frivolous, in some cases, has been explained, charges. It's important that we understand that this is a keg of gunpowder.
Absolutely.
This is a terrorist organization brewing. We have to nip it in the bud.
The video is out there. Yes.
Asari calls himself Dr. Asari.
Yeah.
I don't know where he got his PhD from. All kinds of people call themselves doctor. But he was quoting the Constitution. He's quoting the Constitution wrongly. Dr. Asari, as he calls himself, is not equal to the governor of Rivers State. For example, the governor of Rivers State has immunity under Section 308 of the Constitution and is governor of the state. Does Dr. Asari, as he calls himself, does he have immunity under the Constitution? That's one slight difference that I think we should point out to educate people who may be speaking out of ignorance.
Absolutely. Fine. The video is out there. They have not gone after
non-state
Asari
actors
Dokub
and ex-militants like this will not have the chance if only our government is responsive and stops things like this.
Absolutely.
But you see, the DSS will never see this one. And that's why it's enjoying its turn. Turn by turn.
No.
Turn by turn.
I beg you, make him know
for your turn.
Well, all right. Well, all right. I'd like to thank you all.
Asari Dokubo, lẹ́gbọ́n yẹn. Bàbá mi Ìjayà General. Yes, I saw your comment. We have no fear for Dokubo. Baba, please, he's a scammer. Baba, no fear. Baba, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, kò sí bẹ̀rù fún ọmọ Akin. But my only concern is this. Ṣé odò téèyàn bá fojú ré lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà béèyàn ò bá ṣọ́ra Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó gbéèyàn lọ kí má sọ ọmọ ṣe máa ń sọ rẹnu mi dàṣẹ láṣálẹ́ yìí. Tí èèyàn ò bá lágbára gan tó bá jẹ́ ọ̀lẹ tó bá fààyè gbà tó bá kó nǹkan jagun nǹkan agbára jọ ọ̀lẹ lè padà di alágbára. Òun là ṣe ní dákẹ́ ta ṣe ní láti máa fẹnu kún. Ṣé rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà àwọn nǹkan míì wà tá máa ń fojú di tá máa rò pé ẹni tó wà ń díẹ̀ àbẹ̀ ẹni tó wà ń bẹ̀ ó gbọ́n gan. Just like ṣe báwọn èèyàn kan sọ fún wa master politician ni bàbá Tinubu, political calculator ni wọ́n, and I agree. I have no argument on that. But at the same time, ṣé bàbá yẹn ti calculate rí tó miss àbí wọn calculate? Yes. If ilé ìtàn ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ìgbọ̀n calculation wọn right at all. Now, tí Asari Dokub yìí, as we all know, pé vagabonds in power ni gbogbo wọn. And every one of them parading the corridors of power, they are all miscreants, vagabonds, like Fela said, PIP, vagabonds in power. Ẹ ti rí bí Asari Dokub lemọ́lemọ́ bó ṣe ń lẹ̀ pẹ́típẹ́tí mọ́ ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu. Ẹ ti rí gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣe, ẹ ti rọ́wọ́ tó ń gbé, ẹ dẹ̀ ti gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ sẹ́yìn. Number one, ó kọ́kọ́, èmi ò sọ pé gbogbo àwọn ọ̀gá ológun yẹn pé iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ wọn mọ́ àbí wọn perfect. Ó kọ́kọ́ attack wọn, ó láwọn ni wọ́n fààyè gba gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó ní kí ààrẹ kó ṣe kíni, ó ní kó do away with them. Ó wá chip kinní kan in tó yẹ pé ẹni tí ò bá farabalẹ̀ ẹ lè sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ òmùgọ̀ ló ń sọ kò ṣeé ṣe ẹ̀rọ aṣèrè ni. Bọ̀ tá a bá dákẹ́ tí ààrẹ náà bá ṣe bí eré tí wọ́n lọ gba nǹkan tó sọ pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ń súnmọ́ wọn bó ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé ẹ gbé gbogbo iṣẹ́ ààbò àwọn kinní ẹ gbé lé mi lọ́wọ́. Number one, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ ni pé tó bá gbé ààbò lé lọ́wọ́ pé ok a ti mọ̀ ẹ́ ó dà pé ó láwọn ọmọ ogun ṣe kinní ó yá a gbé fún ẹ. Ó ní instead tán fi ń gba machineries tó ń ṣọ́ gbogbo àwọn oil company àbí oil magnate bí àwọn Shell, Chevron gangan, àwọn foreign experts àbí tán fi ń gbà wọ́n láàyè káwọn fúnra ara wọn kan kó machineries tí ó máa sọ wọn wá pé ó ń fẹ́ kán sọ di òfin pé òun àwọn ni káwọn máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn. Àǹfààní tó máa bá ru nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ dé ni pé ìjọba máa ní láti gbà á láàyè kó máa kó nǹkan ìjagun jọ toró máa lóun ní ìdí ẹ̀, which means ó máa kó papọ̀ mọ́ èyí tó ti nílẹ̀. Àbíjọba fúnra wọn máa agree pé àwọn máa supply ẹ̀ ní arms and ammunitions, wọ́n á dẹ̀ máa sanwó fún un. Now gbogbo nǹkan tó bá kó fún, nǹkan tó bá sọ ni wọ́n máa gbà. Tó ń bá wá stockpile ẹjọ́ tó kó síbì kan, just like bó ṣe ti ń threaten ìlú ò tí ì pín, wọn ò tí ì ṣe nǹkan, ó ní kán jẹ́ káwọn Ìgbò kán jẹ́ kán máa lọ. Ó ní tán bá wá lọ kán jẹ́ káwọn máa wo ibi tí wọ́n á fò gbà kọjá, pé kò síbi tán fẹ́ gbà tí wọ́n ní gba orí ilẹ̀ ẹjọ́ kọjá. Kò ní ìdí láti sọ fẹ́ anybody pé ohun tó ń ní lọ́kàn, èrò ọkàn wọn ni pé plane wọn tó bá fò àwọn ò mọ̀ jábọ́. Kí ló fún gbogbo wa ní ìdánilójú pé kò lè ṣe the same thing náà fún Yorùbá tí wọ́n bá gbà á láàyè tó bá kó nǹkan àjagun jọ? Kí ló fún wa ní ìdánilójú àbí àǹfààní pé ẹ ṣé ìyá mi Adéníkẹ́ Ṣólóyè, ẹ ṣé gan ni, ẹ káàbọ̀. Ìyáàfin Mariam Onífádé, mo kí yín, ẹ káàbọ̀, thank you so much. Kí ló fún wa ní ìdánilójú pé bọ̀bọ́ yìí kì í ṣe ọgbọ́n ló ń dá láti wọ Olóyè Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu lára láti lo àǹfààní yẹn? Ẹ rántí pé gbà tí Jonathan wà ń bẹ̀ bó ṣe tó kó àwọn nǹkan ìjagun, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan tẹ́ rí tán kó jáde yìí, most of them they acquired them during Jonathan. Bí wọ́n ti ní tẹ́lẹ̀ kí Jonathan tó débẹ̀, bọ̀ ìgbà tí Jonathan débẹ̀ wọ́n ní opportunity láti acquire and stockpile a lot of arms and ammunition. Gbogbo èèyàn tó bá rántí, tẹ́ bá ń fọkàn bá news lọ, ìgbà kan wà tán máa ń mú àwọn ọkọ̀ ojú omi kan àtàwọn kọ̀ńténà kan tí wọ́n á ní wọ́n bá gbogbo nǹkan ìjà olóró bíi ìbọn àti àwọn àdó olóró nǹkan kan nú ẹ̀, tí wọ́n á ní wọn mẹ́ni tó import àbí tó gbé wọlé. Tẹ́ bá rántí dáadáa, ẹ sì máa bira yín títí dòní pé bo ni gbogbo àwọn kinní yẹn wọlẹ̀ sí. Ìwọ tá a bá ń sọ fúnra pé níbo ni àwọn Fúlàní wọ̀nyí ti rí ìbọn, níbo ni ìbọn gbà wọlé, ara àwọn nǹkan tán náà rí ńgbà yẹn tán sọ ńgbà yẹn tí wọ́n padà sọ bí tán yọjú ẹ̀ sí, ó náà lẹ ń rí lọ́wọ́ àwọn Fúlàní yẹn. Àwọn ìbọn tán import wọlé ńgbà yẹn àtèyí tí wọ́n rí ní pọ́ọ̀tù tí wọ́n ní wọ́n sísì àtèyí tí wọ́n rí, òun lẹ ń rí lọ́wọ́ àwọn Fúlàní yẹn. So tí a bá dákẹ́ gẹ́rẹ́gẹ́rẹ́ tí igi mú ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ Asari Dokub tó bá wọgbà tó bá kó nǹkan ìjagun jọ, ẹ má jà tanra wa. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹni tó pera ẹ̀ lólè, tó ń káyàn mọ́, tó ń gba nǹkan lọ́wọ́ èèyàn, àbáwọn tó ń pàdé èèyàn lérònà lórí highway tí wọ́n ń sọ pé mú fóònù ẹ wá, mú calculator ẹ wá, gbé wallet ẹ wá, kó gbogbo owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ wá. Bí lè bá dá, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn lọ́mọkùnrin wọn lè kojú ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa. Ṣùgbọ́n ohun tó máa ń mú ìbẹ̀rù bojo bá ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ni pé ohun tó ń gbé dání jágàmù. Ìwọ tó fẹ́ kojú wọn ò mú nǹkan kan dání, tó bá wá jẹ́ ní tó lájẹsára tó dára ẹ lójú, lẹ́rọ̀wọ́ lẹ́wọ́lẹ̀ ló ṣe gbogbo ohun tó máa ní kó o ṣe. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn sójà tán máa ń mú wa lọ́nà tí wọ́n ní ká mọ yí nínú eruku, ẹ wọ bàtà sójà, owó sọ̀kan ó jẹ́ aṣọ sójà. Tá a bá ní ká jọ máa bára wa pò lọ́mọkùnrin sọ́mọkùnrin, wọn kápá wa, àmọ́ aṣọ ìjọba tán wọ̀ àti nǹkan tán kó dání, nǹkan ìjà olóró tó wà lára wọn, olóńgbà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lẹ́rù. Àti kojú Asari, ṣé Asari gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọkùnrin bó bá lóun ń ṣe nǹkan sára òun ní nǹkan, àìmọye èèyàn náà tó ní nǹkan lára. Ṣùgbọ́n gbà tọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ bá ba gbogbo àwọn nǹkan èròjà olóró ìjagun, àti kojú ẹ̀ lẹ́ni tí ò bá nírú nǹkan tó ní lọ́wọ́ yóò lágbára, kò ní dẹrùn. Òun là ṣe ní dákẹ́. Àyádẹ̀ tí ń fò, agbára tí ń gùn, ṣẹ́rí bó ṣe ń lérí mọ́ gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ kan. Ó ní kò sí nǹkan kan tó jẹ́ tóun náà ò jẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ n fún yín lápẹẹrẹ. Ó dàbí ohun tí àwọn Boko Haram tó ń ṣe nílẹ̀ Haúsá ni. Bàbá mi ni yóò West Side, ẹ káàbọ̀. Mo rí yín bẹ́ẹ̀ dúró re bàbá mi, you are welcome sir. Ẹ lè padà wo ètò láti bẹ̀rẹ̀, àti ẹ̀ ní pẹ́ round up mọ́, mo ti ń round up báyìí náà. Tẹ́ bá rántí ìgbà tí àwọn Boko Haram bẹ̀rẹ̀ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ wọ́n ń sá sínú igbó bẹ́ẹ̀ni àti ń ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lénìí àwọn ìlú kan nílẹ̀ Haúsá ní Kano Zamfara abẹ́ àkóso àwọn Boko Haram ló wà àfi tá bá parọ́ tanra wa wọn ìjọba Nàìjíríà lè máa sọ pé rọ́ ni pèmí àti yín mọ̀ àwọn gómìnà wọn gángbà kan wọ́n jáde wọ́n jẹ́wọ́ wọ́n sọ pé àwọn Boko Haram ti gba àkóso àwọn ìlú kan má wọn lọ́wọ́ bó ṣe rí njọ́ kínní àná náà ní bí eré ni pé apá àwọn sójà Nàìjíríà máa ṣe kinní kan àwọn military Nàìjíríà ò ní gbà but at the end of the day àwọn èèyàn wọ́n gba agbègbè kan wọ́n gba àwọn agbègbè kan mọ́jọba lọ́wọ́ nítorí kíni nítorí pé wọ́n ti ní nǹkan ìjà olóró àwọn náà lágbára bí sójà bá dé wọ́n á kojú sójà ló bá tán ìdí nìyẹn tó fi léwu pé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ tètè ṣe kíni pàápàá jùlọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń jáde lẹ́nu ọ̀gbẹ́ni àtòun tó ń ṣe wọ́n tètè ní láti mú so tí wọ́n bá lè máa pe ẹni tí ò ṣẹ̀ tí ò rò tí ò kó nǹkan jagun jọ tí ò gbé nǹkan jagun jáde wọ́n lè máa pè wọ́n pé kán wá àjọ DSS fẹ́ rí wọn wọ́n lè máa arrest wọn wọ́n lè lọ máa bọ̀m̀bádìlé olóyè wọ́n lè gbé Nnamdi Kanu ọ̀gbẹ́ni Asari Dokub ó ti sọ nǹkan tó worst tó jẹ́ pé ó yẹ kán ti gbé kó wà lọ́gbà ẹ̀wọ̀n gbogbo ẹnu mo lè fi sọ the same thing goes for Gumi ẹ̀rí pé náà ń sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ṣẹ́tírí ìdí nìyẹn tí wọ́n fi lè máa wo orú nǹkan báyìí níran ẹ̀rí pé ìgbà tó náà ń sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe oníṣèbí Gumi wà ń bẹ̀ òun ló ń lọ ń kó fáwọn bandits inú igbó wọn ṣe lọ gbé ká ní wọ́n ti gbé Gumi tán ti jẹ́ kí Gumi kó fi mú kó ata òfin Asari Dokub ní máa rìfà ń gbogbo wọn sì pé ẹ ṣe gbé Gumi kò ní lè sọ kò ní lè fi mọ́rọ̀ bọ́ nísìnyí wọ́n sọ ní wọ́n gbé Gumi wọ́n ní kán wá gbé òun àtòun àti Gumi kò sí yàtọ̀ nù wọn nǹkan kan ni wọ́n Gumi is a threat Asari Dokub is a threat we are Yorubas we want out we want to live we don't want to be part of Nigeria. And we are asking that it should be done in a peaceful manner. We want to part ways amicably. We are not trying to make enemy with anybody. Now, ìgbà míì wà o, b'Elédùmarè bá ṣe ní nǹkan máa rìn ló máa rìn, ìgbàgbọ́ tèmi nìyẹn. Àmọ́ bí ò bá tí ì rẹ̀jà, ẹnìkan ò kì í là á. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, ẹ̀kọ́ á dẹ̀ padà fojú mímu hàn. Àtọjú àti mú kò séyìí tí ò ṣe gbé sáré ṣùgbọ́n èèyàn ò gbọ́dọ̀ máa kú lẹ́ẹ̀dẹ́kú at the same time ẹ má jẹ́ alájú wálẹ̀ kán lọ máa rú àwọn kan lágbára tán lè wá fẹ́ jẹ́ wàhálà àti kànáńjàngbọ́n sí wa lọ́rùn lọ́jọ́ iwájú tí àkókò tí situation bá arise pé a dé bẹ́ẹ̀ and we have to go that route a lè gbà káwọn èèyàn kan ti ní superior power already wọ́n ti ní bó àtún lè gbà kán tún máa ró wọn lágbára sí kí wàá la lè ṣe àkúkú lè lọ mu ìjọba náà ló lè mú ìdí nìyẹn tá a fi máa pariwo because at the end of the day tá a bá sọ̀rọ̀ tá a pariwo ká máa rán ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ lẹ́nu gbogbo gbà wọ́n lè pretend bí páwọn ò gbọ́ àwọn ò rí wọ́n á dẹ̀ ní kò sẹ́ni tó sọ pé ó ṣe nǹkan kan náà àbí ẹni tí ò ṣe nǹkan kan tí ò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó ló ṣe nǹkan kan wáyé táwọn máa lọ mu yes a lè pariwo tílẹ̀ máa fi sú táyé ó fi parẹ́ kán máa mu but at least we will know pé we did our own part we want them and we want them and then we show them what is doing wọ́n rí but wọ́n máa pretend pé àwọn ò rí ó dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ Oyènúsì tá a sọ ń jọ̀wọ́ ṣé àwọn òbí ẹ̀ ṣé ìyá ẹ̀ ṣé kò mọ̀ gbóúnjalè ni ó mọ̀ náà that was why nígbà tó yá ọmọ nìkan pé ìyá òun wá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sí létí ó gé létí jẹ yá ìwọ ló jẹ́ mọ̀ gbóhun tí mò ń ṣe yóò dáa tó ń gbà míì téèyàn bá rí nǹkan a máa assume pé àwọn ẹni wọ́n gbọ́n wọ́n mọ̀ gbogbo nǹkan yes wọ́n mọ̀ but at the end of the day wọ́n máa gbọ́n mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ wọ́n á pretend wọ́n á ní no we didn't know we didn't see it báwo lẹ ṣe máa assume pé a mọ̀ everything àbá rí everything báwa náà ó lè point out sí wọn pé tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá rí àṣà pariwo àṣà ń sọ Asari Dokubo lọ́dọ̀ tèmi wọ́n ní láti mú bọ̀bọ́ yẹn so they need to get him and put him where he belongs or tell him wípé kó stop gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe yìí kó dẹ̀ wá bí lọ́wọ́ sí. If Asari Dokubo can threaten the governor of Rivers State, then Asari Dokubo can threaten governors in Yoruba land. Torí tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti Rivers State tó bá yá yóò bá débì kan ó máa dọ́dọ̀ wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá náà. Igi gọgọrọ má gùn mí lójú àtòkèrè náà ní olójú tí jíjìn ti mú gbé ta. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa mo mọ̀ pé a ti kọjá wákàtí méjì afọ̀rọ̀síkùn bí àgbà ọ̀rọ̀ sì kù ń kù mí tí mo fẹ́ sọ ṣùgbọ́n mi fẹ́ jẹ́ kó kọjá ibi tá a bá dé yìí. Lágbára Ọlọ́run láṣẹ Èdùmàrè màá tún padà wá lọ́la ọ̀la ní ìjọ sátidé máa padà wá á tún sọ̀rọ̀ ó láwọn nǹkan kan tí mo sì fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ tá a máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ lọ́la láṣẹ Èdùmàrè k'Elédùmarè kó dẹ̀mí gbogbo wa sí kó dáàbò bò wá nítorí pé kí ni kò sẹ́ni tó mọlẹ̀ tí ó mọ̀ lọ́la ṣùgbọ́n àdúrà mi s'Elédùmarè lórí gbogbo wa ni pé ojúmọ́ ire ni kó mọ́ gbogbo wa ìkọ̀kan làá jí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹnikẹ́ni nínú wa àní tójú oorun dójú kú àní tójú àládé kòtò láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo ìgbà tá a bá wá jí símọ́lẹ̀ àlàyé ohun tá a jẹ tá a mu kò ní wọ́n wa àti jẹ àti mu wa kò ní bọ́ síbi tó ṣòro ẹ sàmí àdúrà o ẹ mọ̀ sàmí tá a bá ń ṣàdúrà ẹ sàmí àdúrà àṣẹ ọ̀run gùn ni ẹ ti mọ̀ yí pé ire lèmi ó wù ú tèmi ire lèmi ń ṣe fúnyàn mi ì ṣépè gbogbo oníṣẹ́ ọwọ́ nínú wa àbí ẹni tó ń tajà àpamọ́ owó àtàjèrè ọjà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹnikẹ́ni nínú wa àní ṣubú dànù you are welcome sir ẹ ṣé gan ni alàgbà Felix Olúṣọlá ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ẹ ṣé gan ni àmọ́ lóore o ẹ ṣé tẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lágbára Ọlọ́run láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹnikẹ́ni nínú wa àní ṣubú dànù agbára Ọlọ́run láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n ní ọmọ yìí tọwọ́ oníkọlà kú ọmọ ò ní kú mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ o ọkọ ò ní kú mọ́ yín lórí aya ò ní kú mọ́ yín lábẹ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹnikẹ́ni nínú wa à ní fọwọ́ wa gbọ́mọ sí o gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wa ni ó yàn tí ó yanjú tí wọ́n á ṣoríire ibi tí àwa tá a jóbi wọn tá a jayé dé àwọn ọmọ wa wọn ó jayé kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀ wọn ó jayé tó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ gbogbo wa láwa dàgbà tá a darúgbó kùjẹ́kùjẹ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àfọwọ́páwú àfẹ̀rìkìjọbì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo bàbá ṣe wá dàgbà tó àní dàgbà àyà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àní fàìsàn ló gbà ó àní fìnira ló gbà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ipa yóò ní ká yín o ipa ọ̀tá ò ní ká yín àtèmi náà gbogbo ẹni tó bá forí yín níbi ẹlẹ́rù kan ṣe kí ni ọmọ forí ara wọn kan máa fi gbé ẹrù wọn nítorí pé àwọn àgbà kan wọ́n ní ẹni tó bá dẹrù lérú ń tọ̀ àbí òkúta bá sì sọmọ pẹ́ báyìí wọ́n lòun lọpẹ ń sọmọ ní padà bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ̀rọ̀ èmi àtẹ̀yin rí o nítorí pé àní robi sọmọ ẹ̀dá èèyàn kankan gẹ́gẹ́ bí Elédùmarè ṣe sọ fún wa a fẹ́ràn ọmọlàkejì wa ni ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo ẹni tó bá ro tiwa níbi báyìí gbogbo ibi tó wù kán rò sí wa ó máa padà sí orí wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè títí dìgbà tá a bá pàdé lọ́la èmi ọmọ yín ọ̀rẹ́ yín olólùfẹ́ yín Ifágúgú yín kan báyìí Dr. Mike Ọlá mo ń kí gbogbo wa pé ká sùn láyọ̀ ká jí láyọ̀ ó dàbọ̀.